Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome out to some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we got started in chapter 4. Yeah, we did all the daytime stuff, and now we're, well, in-game next day. We're going to be going off to, Basel. I'm sure we'll have all kinds of fun corporate shenanigans. Oh yeah, we also fought Walter and Sal last time too, alongside Jin. Okay. Let's see.
Off we go.
See, we
Thank you
can
for your visit today.
see a movie. Jin Kincaid and
Showing on screen
Albert?
one will soon begin. Planner launched.
Who the heck? Fine. Okay, I don't see an Albert. Who the hell is Albert?
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance. Hello.
I've already seen Sober Curious, so we're not doing that.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Actually, now that I think about it, Jin isn't actually on the list
Here to
either.
remember your visit.
That's the one that we're talking about saying. A young officer of the law is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She's free from the clutch of the gang, but they saddled her with insurmountable debt with little hopes of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. It was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are
Okay,
you?
yeah, I think my mic's picking up the TV.
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Is that van I see? Oh, hey, Jin, didn't realize you were here. Nowadays, the only stretch I get to myself. He filled me in on everything that happened around the film festival in Tharbad. That's how I learned about the movie and winning the first Leon d'Or. When I saw they were doing reruns, couldn't pass up seeing it. Makes sense. Won the award for a damn good read. It's probably the best movie released this year. Real masterpiece. Not to mention that Nina Fenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actor and Actress on top of that. And I can see why. It was great stuff. Lots of macho action, just as much romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I loved it. It's impressive how gritty he managed to depict the conflict between the police and the gang while still being so entertaining to watch. Makes me want to follow Leslie Land's work and see what else he puts out. Can't say I blame you, the press loves him just as much as the movie nerds like me. Nah, to imagine he's knee deep in his next film by now. Looking forward to checking out as a fan when it's out myself. And this conversation at the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Looks like they're selling commander. Yeah. Out. Let's see.
Off we go.
Hell, man, who do you think you who those guys think they are? Chill it, Downey. Get how you feel about Shannon's doing nothing for us. No, but I'm not letting them get away with this. Hell no, not with our street racer pride on the line. Seconded, we should take our chance while we can. What's going on here? Van, guess I could let you know. There's this bunch of street racers causing trouble for us ever since they turned up in the capital. They're taunting us, I tell you. They drive like madmen around town just to get on our nerves. Ran my car into a guardrail thanks to their dumbasses. Just thinking about it gets me angry all over again. The hand-me-down I got from Downey got trashed real bad too. Dude, she had to be sent to the body shop. How could we let loose and enjoy a sweet drive with them tearing up around town? Yeah, sound pretty bad. Who are we dealing with here? Call themselves the high... Oh, not these jackasses. There's 4 of them. They all come from Arashian. They used to stick to their turf, but they recently started moving here. They're all rich kids, obviously, and their cars are really souped up. It's more their leader, Lucio, is the grandson of Edwis's current company president. He's got a Mata Edwis sports car. He ain't no slouch as a driver either. Last we raised, he passed me by like I was just crawling through the street. Can you believe that? Well, he said it was the Edwis president's grandson. Man, that sucks. Last thing you need is someone related to the company's top brass being a dick. And he's not the worst of it. There's another guy that's an even more reckless driver. His name's Damien. He says himself as their main fighter. He's all cocky, taunting us from his bike just because he can take tighter turns than any of our cars. He's the one that did my baby, and I'll never forget that bastard, never. He's better than us car drivers, does he? So, what are you planning to do about these guys? Surely you're not just gonna let them keep running wild. Definitely not. We tried warning them over and over to stop behaving like this, but it's falling on deaf ears. They're not even warned like that. I tried talking to Lucio directly. The thing he says was, if you want us to leave, you have to best us in a race. Actually, on our way to the race right now. Yeah, I guess my time's just that good. You could say that. There's 4 of them, but me and Graham are the only ones with rides right now. That's not even counting car specs and driving, really. Hate to admit it, but stacked and not in our favor. But we can't just give up. Yeah, better to lose outright than to flake out on them, just lose by default. Not like we're hoping to lose, though. We're not backing down until they're in the ground. Wish us luck. I'm gonna sit back and let a bunch of rich assholes wreak havoc in Edith. I can lend him a hand here. You mind if I join? Appreciate the sentiment. This is our problem to deal with. Wouldn't be right to drag you into it. Our disagrees goes beyond just you and involves all car lovers now. As a fellow driver myself, can't just stand back and let a bunch of punks with no sense for safe driving screw my home up. Want to teach him a lesson. Van. Now that's what we like to hear. Don't see why you can't join. Why not let him? Alright, thanks, Van. You're really saving our asses here. You might honestly be the best help we could get. We could have got. I respect you a lot, man. Thanks for saying so. Still leaves the problem dealing with Damien, though. I'm no biker, so I'm not going to be able to help there. Not so sure how we're going to deal with that niggling little detail. Phew, that's all for today. Now back to my bike. Why are all of you gathered here? Hermes! Your time couldn't be any better. Got some free time on your hand? Huh? I mean, I'm done for the day, so I guess I do. I see, so you're going to be racing then to teach them a lesson. Yeah, really hope we had a biker of your skill level on our team. What do you say, you up for it? Sure, I'll join your team. Teaching a naughty rider how to behave sounds like fun. I'll make sure they think twice before causing trouble in the capital again. Glad to see you're so fired up for this. Really appreciate you agreeing too. Now it feels like we have a fighting chance. Yeah, it's gonna be a proper 4 versus 4 race. Now all that's left is leaving them in the dust. And we clock's ticket. Let's get going to the meeting spot. Ready to go? Ready whenever you are. Same here. Then let's roll.
Okay, time to get to work.
This the meeting spot? Yeah, just beyond the highway we're using. We're supposed to meet face to face right here. Looks like they've arrived. Hey, look at that. That's a hell of a ride. Right, a lot of mirror when to customizing her. Ain't gonna be an easy race. Hello, good evening, street racer. Impressed you didn't just turn tail and run. So really showed up, high bloods. Don't recognize those two. Well, thanks to your biker, our cars are in the shop, so I figure I'd call in some help. Look at the small fry. At least try and make this fun for us, all right? I dare you say that again. And it's all kind of fired up now. I think it's time we introduced ourselves. We're High Bloods, a team comprised exclusively of those who are elites, even among the elites. Pleasure. You know, I completely forgot until you said the name, but I heard about the High Bloods a few years back. Now they were nothing but a bunch of pampered rich kids, kinda like you. Must be referring to our predecessors. They apparently disbanded after doing a tour of Crossbell. Now their name is ours. There's some specific reason behind inherent in their name. Indeed, there's what we don't approve of the way they love drinking, women, and gambling. As former nobility, we identify with how they value their chosen bloodline. They give them power and wealth. It's only fitting that we consider ourselves the true High Bloods. Former nobility, huh? Been a while since I've heard anyone call themselves that. Yeah, you don't hear that kind of thing around here much. Maybe it's because they're from Arassian. Up until the noble institution was abolished during the Calvardian Revolution, Arassian was the royal capital. Shame that even after decades have gone by, there are still old fossils that can't throw away their elitist bullshit. How dare you! Lucio's family house was a great noble house that had the trust of even the royal family. It's fine, it doesn't bother me. Commoners can never hope to understand our noble thoughts. What I cannot forgive, however, is that you people don't know your place. You insist on getting in our way. Nothing but an eyesore to us on our drives, and that's why we're going to make you lead the capital streets. You got a lot of nerve. It's a riot that you think causing trouble for folks with reckless driving is a way to have fun. As street racers, how could we hand these streets to you when you lack basic manners or compassion? Just where you getting yourselves all worked up over, commoner? Let's look at you and your half-ass custom ride because you got no mirror to spend. You got no right to talk when you can't even bring out the true worth of your rides. Well, damn, you got a big mouth on you for such a little brat. Know so much about the true worth of our rides, then why don't you teach me? Don't think we're gonna take this sitting down. Time we settle the score right here, right now. Yeah, get ready, High Blood drivers as reckless as you. Got no right to call themselves street racers. We're making this your last drive. Here we have 4 vehicles each, so how about we race one-on-one? When you're ready, we'll leave for the expressway. Don't disappoint us. So with their street racer pride on the line, the curtain to their fierce battle rose. After confirming the rules of each race once more each time, each participant went right to work preparing their vehicles. Okay, Sadie's going to race too. I think I should go up against the biker on their team. Your thing, just ride safe, okay? But of course, who's going to face Lucio? Could you leave him to me? It's my job as leader to get revenge for Downey. I have to. Graham. This race about you guys. Whatever's your thinking, I'm down. That being the case, you said it yourself. If you go as is, you're gonna lose. I not even talked about your driving technique either. If we're going by specs, it's gonna be real tough for you. But I hate to say this, my truck could handle this ride. Hell, I can promise you I won't lose. Alright then, Van will be racing Lucio instead. We're already borrowing your skills, might as well be in it to win it. Yeah, that right. Cut the spoiled brat down to size. Guess that means we'll handle Lucio's 2 flunkies. Remember right, they both came here and it was sedans. By the way, I've seen that. Wait. I'm trying to remember what the, like the source of the term sedan came from as a type of car. It's like, why would they have that concept? I've seen that Roger guy go up close and personal before. I think I had just an idea of how he operates. Yeah, I knew I could count on you. I'll take the other guy, Tebow. Great, sounds like we're all squared away. Once we wrap up our fine tune, let's hit the road. Room for you guys, go kick some ass. Please don't get hurt. Thanks, you guys. Gosh, we're gonna beat those High Bloods. Matched up to sight, everyone got in their cars and they were off to the races. First round pit, Juniper against Tebow. Jennifer's Lino sedan had the edge in traction due to the love and care she put into tuning it. Race went on, she slowly but surely narrowed the gap between her and Tebow. However, her vehicle lacked the horsepower required to best the sedan. which boasting a roaring engine that ultimately led into victory. For the next race, Graham stepped up to the plate, ready and willing to avenge Juniper. Graham's Ingrid was lightning fast sports car, but Roger's decked out sedan was no slouch either. It was a close race, with both cars being neck and neck from start to finish. In the end, Graham's powerful traction allowed him to emerge victorious by a hair's breadth. Now it was time for the third round to commence. We're at 1-1 right now, so we don't have this in the bag just yet, but that just makes us all the more exciting. A cold day in hell before there's some pathetic courier lady. Get ready to choke on my dust. You stole my line. Our line's up ahead. Time to get serious. Holy hell, look at her go. Can't even see her anymore. Eat that, loser. It's a little early to celebrate. That thing's acceleration not bad. It's top speed isn't only handle my bikes. Take it, the only things that matter in a race, you know. At that point, you and I agree. Scumbag just ran his handlebars against her, talking about dangerous. That they pulled off without losing his balance shows he's no amateur. It's still reckless though. These guys are freaking crazy. Come on, I dare you try to overtake me again. If you do, I'll hit your dingy little bike with everything I've got. What's the matter? Can't keep orders. Your wimpy-ass career getting cold feet. Less than 500 arcs until the finish line. Picture as good as mine. I can slow down, make him think I've given up, and speed up past him when he least expect. I can rev up right now and punch it. Going into the towel already? What? Stick to carrying around people's junk in the future. Whoa. Yes, go, courier lady. She came off guard by spitting past him at the last second. An incredible strategy. You didn't have me fooled. That was one hell of a secret weapon. Nice job. Is that a turbocharger? Something along those lines. I was hoping I could win without revealing it, but them's the breaks. Well, I guess I'm up next. Go get him, Van. Knock the high bloods off their high horses. They did customize every part of that Edwards car, from the suspension to the spoiler. Must be daft you could take me that little girl's car. You selected me with your hubris, that'll make you pay for it. There's more cars on the road now. Using the turbocharger would be way too risky. I swear around these cars like it was nothing. Thankfully, all the traps preventing him from hitting top speed, so I could keep up with them. Can't get too cocky here, though. It might not be on Maxim's level. They still have a force to be reckoned with. Hope he has a trick up his sleeve with the woman, Dave. So looking forward to making a fool of him. Clear as nothing. What a disappointment. Approaching the point where the traffic from the Riverside District joins the expressway. At this time, maybe I could. Looks like you couldn't keep pace with me. How pathetic. Someone forgot to take out yesterday's guards. Why must there be so many infernal trucks on this expressway at night? What? Lack of knowledge of the area is coming back to haunt you, bud. He got faster than I thought he would. Look at that. So you do have a modicum of skill after all. It's futile. That pile of scrap can't match my car's acceleration speed. I was aggravated if I use my turbochargeable. Right, enter its prioritize safety. Nah, I can't risk hurting anyone. So no less than an overwhelming victory. Got a turbocharger? Don't use that here. It's too dangerous. Whoa. Okay, how did he even manage to stop that? I had to warn you, dumbass. And that's that. The race goes to us. They did it. You guys are amazing. And surprise us. Seriously, way to go above and beyond. Sometimes they just work out, you know. But really have Hermes and Van to thank for all of this. It was the least I could do after you came to me for help. It was a close shave, but hey, got to show off a little, so it's all good. So Highbloods, you're gonna keep your promise, right? Chris, how could this have happened? Our machines were tuned to perfection. We were in the peak racing condition. Sorry, Lucio, if only I'd gone faster. Managed to win this time, but to be honest, I don't know how it would turn out if we did a round two. I thought I'd run into a biker as wild as her. I was planning to run circles around her, but she ended up running circles around me instead. Damn, man. Fine, just promise we'll come nowhere near the capital from this day forward. You'll also recover the repair costs for your two vehicles. That's your satisfaction, commoners. I just with your tone, but yeah, that works. They're pretty generous, actually. I mean, they're not as bad as I thought. Or is that all it takes to win you over? They're the reason our cars are all busted up. Said it. Time we return to Aracian. Now, do not misunderstand. In no way have we recognized that our style of driving is worse than yours. The next we meet, we shall be met with overwhelming defeat. And may you never forget it. Yeah, just you wait and see. Next time, I'm gonna blow your socks off. Just what is that supposed to mean? I guess they won't mess around here for a while, but they'll be back for revenge at some point? Why do they get to decide that? What's the point of this whole deal then? If only they were more honest with themselves. I guess things worked out themselves out in the end, I guess. Well, wouldn't have gone half as well if you and Hermes weren't here. There's no way this is the end of it, but for now, we've at least chased the high bloods off. Thanks for your help, you two. It's no biggie, enjoying myself, so it was worth it. Likewise, I'm happy my herbal bike skills proved useful. And so the battle against the high bloods came to an end with everyone singing praises for one another's efforts. On the way back, Hermes parted ways with the group, and Graham and his people returned to the repair shop.
That takes care of that. Looks good to me.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Alrighty then.
What'll it be? Come again.
Nope, nothing new here for after. I don't know, like unlocking something due to a cool side quest. I don't know. And we have these things to do. So who the heck is this one? See why people have been raving about her. She's pretty damn good. She looks kind of familiar.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, it's Nina.
I love you. I hope we meet again.
You were great today. Can't wait to hear your next song. Be back again for sure. Sorry, but I'm done for today. Just here to say I liked your performance. Ever thought of putting a single out? Sell out like hotcakes for sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, there's no shortage of capable artists out there who can write and perform at my level. Music industry is hard to break into. Definitely true for no-name artists, but you and I both know your songs would take the world by storm if you use your real name. Let's continue this conversation elsewhere, shall we? Surprised you saw through my disguise. I mean, at this point, Van has proven to be extremely perceptive, good on picking up clues, etc. So he would figure it out fairly easily. I even changed the tone of my voice. How'd you know it was me? Once again, down to luck. Wasn't 100% sure myself. Only I knew you from. If I only knew you from your movies, you'd have me for fool for sure. I've seen you up close and personal several times at this point. I need to get my act together. Never been found out before now, so maybe I was getting a little careless. So you like doing stuff like this? I do. I enjoy going out in disguise from time to time. Makes for good practice as well. When I'm on the set, everyone knows I'm playing a part. But when I'm out in the wild, I can take on any role I want. No one would know I'm acting. It's made for a fun little hobby. Oh, you're acting on the clock and in your downtime. Damn, talk about being dedicated to your craft. I suppose I just can't get enough of it. Does her hat say disguise on it? What? Oops. It mostly stemmed from a complex I've had since I was a child. Don't exactly have a distinct self. Perhaps that's why I've always wanted to act like someone else and why I ultimately gravitated towards acting. I just wanted something that helped me avert my eyes from that uncomfortable truth. My motivation for choosing this career path is purely selfish. I'm sure my fans would be let down if they knew. Wouldn't call that selfish. It's normal to want to change something you don't like about yourself. You think so? I know so. That said, your hobby's only going to get harder the higher up you get on the ladder of fame. But I doubt you need me to tell you that. Yes, I know that all too well. Most of me getting recognized will only grow as I get more famous. But the mounting challenge will only serve to make success all the more sweet. Oh, that talk about you not having a distinct self was a big fat lie. What do you... You said it yourself, challenge makes success all the more sweet. Know the words of someone who gets fired up when the odds are stacked against them. That's a pretty pretty unique quality. It's one that no one I know has. It's not half as unique as your willingness to turn people's words against them. I'm just trying to help a little friend believe in themselves a little. Now I know I'm only teasing you a little. Really though, thank you. Feel better about this now. Glad to help. Hey, please don't tell anyone about this hobby of mine. I'd like it to be our special little secret. Sure thing. She really knows how to knock you off your feet, 'cause she ain't an award-winning actress for nothing. Continuing to depart, Van resumed his patrol once more.
Now, who should I be next? See if you can spot me next time.
Some dicks.
Ladder launched.
If we do Yume's, we'll actually max hers out. And it's the meetup location indicated by the mail. And this dude's a one and done, so that makes it easy. Van, over here! My thanks for coming out here. It's been a few hours, yes? Thank you for answering my call. Why are you hiding there? I know you're good with arts and everything, but don't you have your right hand with you, or even just one bodyguard? As I wrote to you, I managed to lose them for a moment. Shall we be off then? Let us share the night as men, savoring all the dazzling delights of Edith's nightlife. I already kind of regretting this. 30 minutes earlier. Calvart's film culture is truly impressive. Big studio or small, they all managed to release some rather fine pieces of cinema. Now, ordinary members of the public have places like this that they can visit to enjoy such works is also wonderful. Really must work to further their spread into Elside, wouldn't you agree, Najee? Yes, our time at the film festival really heightened my appreciation for movies. Now then, how to decide our next destination? Any ideas? Shouldn't we call it an evening, Your Highness? We have meetings with other Calvardian businesses scheduled for tomorrow and beyond, after all. I suppose you're right. Very well, let's return to our hotel. As you wish, I'll have them send the card to... Escape! What is it? What? There's been a collision along our route back? Give me the details. I need to know exactly what's going on. We can't risk exposing His Highness to any potential danger, no matter how slight. A-Team, go to the scene and report what you find. B-Team, search for any valuable substitute routes we can take if necessary. You sure it was okay for you to slip out like that? Well, I guess that's up to you, isn't it? Given the situation, if by some off chance something were to happen to me, I dare say the obvious person responsible would be... Scratch that. I don't just kind of regret this. I want to erase all evidence that this ever happened and then book it out of here. No, don't be like that. There's no one better to fulfill this role than you. Think of this as a symbol of my trust. Fine, where do you want to go anyway? Excellent, you're everything I'd hoped for, Van. I've marked a few places I was hoping to visit. The one closest by would be... Excellent. So this is the rock and roll that's been so popular lately. I know, so the further this music could even sweep me away. We could get closer to the stage, then let us do so. Hey man, that's wild. Get, is your first time at a live show? Come on man, get into the ring and just match the energy and go wild. Go wild? Like this? Everyone in government suits around these parts think they're so something else, huh? We run the country, it's a bunch of BS is what it is. Alright, yes, though I'd say that applies to more than just government. Anarchy breeds haves and have-nots, and this zeitgeist of noblesse oblige instills some sense of duty among the upper class. Use your fancy pants here, try talking like you know everything. Why don't you go back to looking down on us peasants from your pants, or... He's harmless, man. Give him a break. I'll treat you around if you look the other way for me. Now there's a guy who knows what's up. Now this is going as smoothly as I'd hoped. And share it towards some more of the entertainment venues before heading for the bathhouse to watch off all the sweat and secondhand booze. This is great. These baths have a different feel to them compared to your average hammam. best place I know for when you need to pick me up. Only imagine what it must be like talking with the big boss. Indeed, can't go into detail about what we discussed, of course, but one might certainly describe our meeting as taxing, to say the least. I will say for a man so powerful, he was fairly candid, somewhat anticlimactic, really. I suppose that's what it takes to win such broad support amongst the public after the distrust garnered following the war and economic crisis. He's a force to be reckoned with, that's for damn sure. Always up to something with Renee. Between you and me, I believe my sister would have done a far better job navigating that conversation than I did. I forgot you had a sister. Isn't she a fair bit younger than you? That's right. Though her age belies her intellect, her mind is quite sharp, but unfortunately her tongue is far sharper. Always feels the need to get a word in edgewise, under the pretext of supporting me as the heir to Elsame's Fluoro. She and my father, the Grand Prince, both have lofty expectations for me. I hope that when the time comes, I'll be able to meet them. That's pretty rough. You got a lot riding on your shoulders. You're not wrong. I wish to broaden my horizons, also I can make Elsheim a nation capable of standing on par with Zemuria's great powers. That's why I decided to come to the Republic. I wanted to study it and take in as much as I could. That was the plan, anyway. Despite that, all I did was at first was to indulge night after night. Not that I didn't enjoy that, mind you. But that free time just left me thinking, what would he say if he were here? What would he do if he were in my shoes? Oh, you mean that wandering bard, Rhea? Marcel knows him. She told me a little about him while we were in Tharbad. He's quite the guy. I caught wind of a lot of what he got up to through work 2 years ago. The same. He traveled the continent from a young age, advocating for harmony between nations. I had the pleasure of meeting him once before. He'd come to visit Alzheim, and I saw firsthand what kind of man he really was. Quite the charmer he is. It wasn't long before I held him in the highest esteem. That's what I've been chasing this whole time, following his example, growing and bettering myself for that goal. I fear, however, that I can never measure up to him. He's special in his own right, and I worry I'll never reach the pedestal I put him on. It feels as though I'm following after mirage in the desert, so tantalizing yet forever just out of my reach. No offense, but that kinda caught me off guard. Didn't realize you had such deep thoughts. Not like I want to tell you what to do or anything, but it looks to me like you gotta start living your own life. My own life? Elaborate. At the end of the day, you gotta strive for something more than just being a copycat. Can't always live in the shadow. You're the only one who can choose how to live your life. What if you get a little lost in that desert? It's not all sand. An oasis will pop up here and there for you to rest when you're weary. And you know how I'm so sure? Because there are suckers like me who choose to be a spriggan. Now that's a dark and uncertain path. But what I'm trying to get at is that there's not just one way to live a life or achieve a goal. Everyone has their own compass. But what do I know, really? I'm just an outcast, so maybe don't put too much stock in what I say. On the contrary, my friend, what you've said has done a lot to put my mind and heart at ease. Never thought I'd be taking life lessons from the likes of you. Seeming you've perhaps lived a richer life than I first thought. Richer, it's one way of putting it. Don't know if I agree, though. I'm just a handyman who's been in the business for a while now. Did you have a nice bath, Your Highness? I've come to pick you up. Oh, you finally found me, Najee. Or knowing you, you probably didn't even lose me in the first place. I'm leaning towards the latter. I definitely found it strange you somehow managed to shake up Zemuria's most fearsome bodyguard. I'll take that as a compliment. Had it been anyone else but you, I wouldn't have allowed him to remain alone. As long as His Highness had a fruitful night out, I suppose it was worth the trouble. There you go, he's a step ahead of me. Thank you, Van. I learned a lot during our rendezvous this evening. I feel as though I've peered a little more into those unknowable depths of yours. I pray you find great success with your assignment in Basel, not only as a client who's retained your services, but as a friend who has bared much to you now, literally and figuratively. Thanks, Your Highness. I promise we'll do what we can to deliver your results. This hasn't been such a bad night after all.
One of these days, you'll have to come to Elsheim. My sister and I would gladly welcome you.
Oh, I'm sure we'll go to Elsheim at some point. Oh, hi. I guess kind of. Actually, we probably got that one earlier when we did Sheds.
What's next?
Up you're ready, Van. I'm not gonna go easy on you. Someone's eager to learn. I'm impressed you want to try it. It's pretty tricky for a kid your age. Okay, that's okay. I've watched Grandpa play before. It always looks so fun. Figured it might have had something to do with it. I've seen him playing with his buddies before. I'm gonna ask him to teach you instead of me. I'm sure he'd be really happy to do so. Don't worry about it. I want to play with you, Van. Alright, that's what you want. We can go around. That Van and you may start playing. This is the act of teaching Yume how to move the pieces was a struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexity of chess. He flicker pieces at his to knock them down one moment, and the next she'd be trying to use already captured pieces as her own. And his patience never wavered. He gently and slowly continued teaching Yume the rules behind chess in an easy to digest way. Oh, is that how you're gonna play? Yep, my house, my rules. My mistake, Your Highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. By little, Yumi finally begins to grasp the rules. Her tendency to make a move guided just by intuition made her very unpredictable. Your turn, Yumes. Who's next? I've been playing for long, but her instincts are really sharp already. No hesitation when making the play either. Well, I guess she is still a kid. Good at catching me off guard. I know, how about this? Take that, your turn, Van. Oh, that's a really good play there, kiddo. Keep this up, you might end up going pro when you're older. Maybe. I'm just glad you're having fun. Huh? Are you not having fun too? I am. I'm having lots of fun. It's because you are, Van. You've been so happy lately. You're always smiling now that Anya's and Fairy and Aaron and Rosette are here. What, was I not happy before that? You ain't wrong, kiddo. Not a lot to be happy about back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs. I was just seeing the worst in people. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but spend too long surrounded by nothing but darkness and you eventually go blind. I don't think I thank you enough, kiddo. A bright smile of yours was like a lifeline for me even when everything else in my life was grim. Only you knew how special you are. No wonder your granddad's so crazy about you. Are you listening to me? It's your turn, Van. Come on. Sorry, you... Okay, my next move is... Hey, you punk. Don't you think it's about time I have my granddaughter back? It's getting late. Crap, lost track of time. Sorry, kiddo. We'll have to finish our match another day. Aw, but I want to keep playing. But okay, I have fun. Look, Grandpa, look, I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. You may. Ah, that's why she wanted me to teach her. I'll take that. I may have been too strict. You can keep playing with our good-for-nothing neighbors to make sure you don't go to bed too late. Really? Yep, you earned it for making your old grandpa so proud. Just promise not to keep your mom waiting or she might get mad. Yay, I promise. Huh, such a sucker for you. Can't imagine there's much you wouldn't do for her. No one asked you. That's splendid teams, me and Grandpa against you, Van. 2-on-1? Well, that ain't fair, but I'm in. If I get to play your granddad, then that means I don't have to hold back in. I don't think so. Only one of us gets to look good in front of you, man. I'm certain you understand who it'll be. Everything kept playing deep into the night until an exasperated Paulite finally came to check on them.
More! Teach me more! I can't wait to play!
Actually, wait. Huh? Why did we get that for the other ones? Do they not count?
What's next?
Yes, I guess we're done then.
Taking off now. Gotta keep this
never
up.
turned those ones in. We're almost up to B rank. 'Cause I know Anya's gonna go by train, but I should probably get what the prince sent me fitted sooner rather than later. First time doing any major miles with my baby in a while. Might as well have some fun with it. Oh, that was another close one, but it looks like I made it in time for curfew. Let's try and get back to my room without running to the door, Mother. Van is proving a bad influence on me. I need to keep living my own life and making my own decisions, not letting others make them for me. I do.
I trust you've made up your mind.
Yes. I imagine Van will be contacting you with our answer soon.
Excellent. Where you'll be going for your educational visitation is also decided then?
Will they get past you, does it?
Just how much does Dad know? Not just in general, but about the Blacklight District too.
Reports are regularly given to him on pertinent developments, and I have every reason to believe he reads them. As for the place you reference, I will refrain from commenting there.
Everything is being done with Dad's approval, isn't it? That place is meant to serve as somewhere the overly ripened juices from the fruit of our unprecedented prosperity can pool and gel. A place where the malice and desires of a certain subset of the population can be isolated and effectively controlled.
You truly are sharp. And for more than the influence of your new job. There is no resisting blood, I see. Perhaps you might even consider following the path of the McDowell family's young scion.
Excuse me. Good night.
Yes. My goodness. Do you realize how close you are to breaking curfew? I'm so sorry for being late.
Perhaps I pushed her a little far. It's a bad habit I have when it comes to Elaine, too. Even if I'd still like to believe I'm better than he is. We won't be able to count on the guild this time. I'll need another play.
He really is a crafty one, but I suppose this is just a message from Adios, telling me to see what's going on for myself. I'll also have to take charge of the younger students. This is going to be busier than a simple tea party.
Perhaps we arrived a little early. Odette and Albert are coming from the 10th district, so they should be here before long. Really sorry I've asked so much of you. Don't worry though, even though I'll be away from the group, I promise I won't let it affect my work. Never had any doubt. In fact, I've already told the...
Yes!
Oh?
Well, you're early. All ready to head out?
Almost. The others should be. Oh, we finished working on the car. Yeah, mechanic over in Riverside had to lend a hand, but we got her ready in time. I squint hard enough, I can almost fool myself into thinking it's a limo. The maximum capacity has been improved from 5 to 8 passengers, and it sports its own onboard computer. We can even fit Anya's and her friends now. I suppose you could. You've been up to some interesting business now, haven't you? Not half as interesting as any trip you're in charge of. On the other hand, it's really reassuring to know you'll be around in Basil, you know, just in case. I can say the same of you. Why do you seem to know each other so well? We have a little history together, you see. Oh my, ding ding, another challenger enters the ring. We're talking about 5 years ago here. Stop being such a damn tease. Oh dear, how cold of you. I'm not gonna get a real answer to this, am I? Regardless, what are you all doing here? Alright, hey Rosette. This is for you, Miss Claudel. There are sandwiches for breakfast as well as some coffee. Victor and Paulette asked us to give it to you. Maybe more than enough for your friends to have some too. How thoughtful of them. I concur, and it smells wonderful too. Knowing the chef, it's sure to be great. What's going on here? I had to get in a heartfelt goodbye before you left. Don't make too much of a show of it, you two. No way, she really does have a boyfriend at her job. No, she does not. Please, everyone, this is an misunderstanding. We'll go ahead and get out of your hair now.
See you again in Basel, Agnes. Race you there.
Right! Travel safely, everyone.
The long-distance passenger train to Basel, Provence de Auge, will soon be departing. Passengers en route to Altair or Crossbell will be transferring at Marthe.
I just can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, is that the Republic's high-tech engineering CD? That's right, according to the travel guide, it even has something called an aerotram. So if I may ask, Agnes, what exactly were you and that man talking about? Come on, the train's departing, so let's get a move on.
She noticed me. No doubt about it. Former enforcer of the Society and the adopted daughter of the Liberalian Royal Army's commander. Her presence in the Republic clearly isn't a coincidence. Neither the division chief nor Kincaid have any idea what the current administration is up to. Regardless, I will fulfill my duty and see that his ideals are not in vain.
Oh, you're gonna be problems later. Man, this backseat is the life. It might be a tight fit, but I could spend a night here for sure. But at 80 to get dirt on that seat, take off your damn shoes or something. Shame Agnes couldn't come with us, not the same without her. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll have the chance to try out the upgraded back seat soon enough. Even though there is less space for cargo, the computer still fits snugly. Yeah, it kinda scares me how the Crown Prince knew how to pick such a perfect gift. Word of the wise, don't ever get in debt to people like that. He says while having the time of his life installing the very same gift. It is weird though, it feels like he's using both us and the guild depending on what he wants to do. Unrelated, but what's Basel like? I've never been, not even for an operation. Can't say I'm the biggest expert myself, but I have been there a few times for jobs. Located down in southwest Calvard on the walls of Auge Canyon, it's a haven of learning and industry. Institute of Science and Artisanal District have both been around since the Middle Ages. Indeed, alongside these two areas is the new town which houses Vern at its center. Sprung up when one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples brought in advanced technology. That was Professor Hamilton from the Central East, wasn't it? At the time, the anti-immigrant sentiment wasn't quite as strong. Professor Hamilton's proposal was quickly accepted by the Institute of Science and the Artisanal District. 4 to 5 years ago, the Institute of Science and the Artisans Guild came together to establish the Vern Company. They then went on to further orbital technology in new innovative ways. Right, like how Calvard and the Vern Company were the first to develop orbital cars. That eventually led to the 4 big car manufacturers being established as affiliated companies. And while Calvard's pioneered orbital cars, the Empire was the first one to develop orbital trains, and the Orbital was the first to develop orbital airships. It's amazing that kind of things a little research and covers about the history of something so commonplace. All good to know. I'll have to keep that all in mind for my report. And we're not even done because that links to the development of films. A little bit too simple for a topic? Don't be like that. No, to be students again when I was their age. And I'm only 21, I'm not an old pile of bones yet. I got 3 years left, judging by how everyone treats Van. The war 2 years ago, and the lead up to it was a big turning point in tech across the continent too. Major powers locked in a heated arms race with each other, and Empire even ended up creating these giant robots. Those pens are sold out things, yeah. I seen them in person before. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Wars accelerate the birth of new technology, and that new technology in turn spurs on yet more wars. Liberal's airships are an excellent example of that, since they were first developed in response to a war between it and the Empire. And it was pretty clear tech-wise the Empire was ahead of the Republic during the war. Calvert's back on top now, though. Yeah, the reparations desire to not be one up by the Empire again more than fueled that fire. That's what inspired our Zyphas and the installation of the orbital network all across the country. Word is our military's weaponry's got a massive overhaul in store coming too. And the one aggressively advancing all that is our hot-ass president, Roy Gramhart. It's funny hearing you say it out loud, but yeah, he's pretty hot for his age, huh? He's become a big name even in the Empire for a variety of reasons, I'm sure. Well, that just goes to show how big a deal he is on the international scale. Yeah, for how difficult things were at the end of the war, he's done a pretty stellar job of steering our ship. It is true that the current government is handling things extremely well, but that's more because... Either way, large influxes of mirror major changes on the world stage often manifest as distortions in society. You know whether that's a fact, Scott, anything to do with what we're going to investigate?
Try to sniff around for signs of trouble while we're there, right?
This perfect thing's shown when we were talking about the place. We already know there's trouble going in.
We will be on the lookout for anything we can glean regarding the many major ongoing projects in the city, as well as ready to sniff out any significant groups and organizations that may be at work.
Right, together with Agnes, too.
And I didn't even have to say anything, huh? Yeah, you're right on. I didn't think anyone drives as good as you, Rosette. You know just how to make those little subtle moves to work with the flow of traffic. Yeah, I've never seen anyone drive so straight. Why, thank you very much. Of course you got an international license. What did I expect? I know I'm a perfect 5 on the driving scale, but I don't mind leaving the work to a solid 3 like you. Better you than 2 over here. Yeah, wait, am I the 2? That's right, Chief. Better get your act together. Don't you worry, though. You never really want to make her scream. I'm here. You rat bastards. I don't think you can satisfy my girl with how rough you handle. Mr. Wade, Mr. Arkwright, a child is present. I wonder what Agnes is up to. Your great-grandfather left that behind, yes? Must be very precious to you if you even brought it on for our visitation. Yes, it is. No exaggeration to say that I am who I am because of this. It's giving me an awful lot to think about. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't seem to me like you have any regrets about it, at least. You're right, I don't. Someone told me that I make the calls on what I want to do with my life. Maybe I haven't made all the right ones, but even still, my world is truly broad and I've gotten to know so many wonderful people. Come to know the nation of my birth from angles I never thought possible. And thanks to that, I'm now beginning to see how I should face the man moving this country forward. Not even trying to hide it, are you? Wasn't it supposed to be a secret to everyone but these two? True, it was. Hell no, I get the feeling it's fine if you know too. Ever since meeting you in April, you've been so kind to me. You're the one who connected me to Vanso. I see now, you pushed me to use the orbital net specifically so I find his office, didn't you? Bingo! If it matters, well, we hadn't seen each other since we first met for a request 5 years ago. I wasn't even aware that I'd come to Calvard as a foreign exchange student. Doesn't matter, of course, but then why did you take his arm like that? To see your reaction? I can't believe you.
But really, I like hearing how you got to know him. He must have been so kind to you back then, huh?
How did you know?
Well, because you introduced me to him. You're always looking out for us, Ren. So I know you would never steer any of us in the direction of someone you didn't truly trust.
Well, okay, you got me there. He was very kind, yeah. The one who gave me the push to go from being Kitty to who I am today. He had just started out as a Spriggan. and he wasn't the most sensitive or competent. But he stayed with me, struggled with me, and showed me a path to the people I love most in this world.
Wow, I had no idea. I guess Van's always been Van. So after you met him, you were able to reunite with your loved ones?
That's right, and they're why I'm here now. They're the ones who encouraged me to study abroad, so it's thanks to them that I was able to meet all of you. And through some twist of fate, I accepted the position of student council president and am now heading up this little trip. You really never know where fate will take you.
Tell me about it.
Does he still obsess over sweets, by the way? I also remember him going on and on about cars.
Oh boy. If anything, he's an even bigger fiend about them than he was before. At least, according to someone who knows him much better than I do, he is.
Ah, the resident Daybreak. Seems like they have quite the sordid relationship. Just what exactly is going on between them? I know you've got to be curious.
Not at all. Though, I, might have a small idea.
Crap! It'd be weird if we woke up now. Plus, I want to hear more of what Ren has to say. Kinda seems like Agnes needs a little boost from us, so we better do what we can to be there for her.
I still refuse to acknowledge that guy and his operation as legitimate. But since we're going to the same place, I'm happy to keep an eye on her as her friend.
Our next stop is Basel, Provence de Auge, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Oh. Finally.
We're getting close.
Nice.
That's the exit right there.
Oh, Van! Just look at this!
What is up with this place? What a wild sight.
On the left is Newtown. Off to the right is the artisanal district.
Yeah. And up top is the Basel Institute of Science. We're gonna be going around till we hit the parking lot in front of Vern HQ. Time for us to have a chat with the CEO.
Can't believe this city exists in the middle of a ravine. Burn HQ, I knew it was big, but seeing it up close is just ridiculous. Is that the aerotrain I spied with my little eye? Markedly different from the trams in Heimdall. Yo, this place is legit, mad respect. Like a showroom floor for cars. Sounds right up Van's alley. Alright, everyone, let's get checked in at the hotel first. Once we drop off our badge, we go pay the fine people of the Vern Company a visit. That's why they call it a planned city. They develop the whole thing in big chunks. Oh, HQ's bigger than anything I've seen in the capital. Bidding for the Republic's largest private company. I believe the hotel over there is where the students from Artemis are staying. Oh yeah, we're staying in different places. Of course. Yo, Van, we're in the Artisanal District, right? Van? I see the motor pavilion? Right, just figured get sidetracked by big wheels, and he calls me a kid. And I can tell you've tried it. Looks like a nice little place. I'll take you there later if you want. For now, though, let's get down to business. Got a good eye. Small wonder that he's connected to the chief. I need to focus on my work.
This place is quite nice. Very calm and tranquil.
I think plain's the word you're looking for. Would it kill them to glitz up the joint a little?
Looking to Fern Company, what brings you here today? Arkwright Solutions from the capital. You're here on an official request from Elsheim. Oh, good. Mr. Towson has been expecting you. Take the elevator on the left to the meeting room. It's on the 20th floor.
Arkwright Solutions. So you're the investigators that Elsheim hired.
Pretty much. Has to look into the various problems that have hit Basil.
Putting their noses where they don't belong. It's nothing. Let me get straight to the point. Any concern is unfounded. We have everything under control.
Do you now? You could please explain? First, regarding the instability of the orbital net within the city. It was discovered that it was a simple matter of heavy traffic on the net, and just like with our orbital distribution network, the problem's been solved,
Yes,
isn't that so?
generally speaking. The maximum delay of 8.3% is down to 0.35% as of this morning.
That's a big drop, yeah? I got about a 0.35% margin hanging around, though. Ideally, that should be zero, yeah? Smells to me like there's still some stuff to figure out there. Ain't the only issue you've been dealing with, is it? What about the swell of visitors buzzing around the city? Is that not obvious? Basil is the beating heart of Calvard's industrial sector, home to Vern Group and nearly 100 partners and subsidiaries. That's thousands upon thousands of employees, contracted managers, all acting of their own accord. New hires from all over come in every day. So naturally, the city appears busy, and influx of visitors, particularly this time of year, is nothing to fret over. Even bad faith spies are all the rage these days, you know. I'm not sure what you've heard about these, but I advise against parroting such unsubstantiated claims. Without your evidence, please. I've yet to investigate this issue. Your dodging of the question implies you also lack the evidence to prove or deny the allegations. That's why we're here for Mr. Towson to conduct the investigation on your behalf. So yeah, find anything, and I do mean anything, we'll let you know. Fine, do what you will. Squabbling further, this would be a waste of time. Salicion, if you would. I heard about these. These are temporary issued security cards for visitors such as yourself. The city implemented them last year. He's free to use the Aerotram to travel to Newtown, the Artisanal District. Can't take the upper level Aerotram to the Institute of Science, however. Why not? Wait, hold up. Appreciate it. We'll go and get to work then. Wait, given our public position, we have to make sure the Principality saves face. Of course, I don't think this warrants investigation by the likes of you, but we nevertheless prepared a point of contact for you. Yeah, it's our future party member.
My name is Cactus Elysian. I'm an assistant at the Institute of Science. I have other business to attend to, so I can't always provide you with support. But should you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me.
Well, we'd appreciate that.
Contact information exchanged.
Huh. That's an unusual holo.
Don't worry about that. Actually, if you don't mind me asking. Just don't take this wrong way, okay? I was just wondering what pronouns to use for you.
Huh?
Are you out of your mind? Quattro is very pretty, but he doesn't really have a female physique.
Of course I don't! I'm a guy!
Like, seriously, I'm sorry. 14 or so, give or take. At that age, figure it's possible you could be either. Must skip more than a few grades if you're an
I
assistant
suppose
to
you
the
could say
institute.
that. I'm actually 15, by the way. But I guess it's fine. Sometimes people do get the wrong idea from afar.
I wasn't sure at first with the way his coat covers him either. Yeah, but who makes a mistake as close as he is? Man, I sure as shit do not want to get old. Enough of all. You're all done, then please get out of here. I'm a busy man after all this, Mr. Townend, sir, the students from Aramis Academy have arrived. Alrighty, well, let's get them through. This year, I'll be counting on you yet again. You're staying here for 3 days, yes? Good luck clearing out the gutter, so to speak. I ain't even trying to be subtle. He's a real pain in the ass, but that makes it easier for us to move around at least. Works for me. Now you're starting to get it. Oh, shut up. Said there were no problems, but he certainly didn't act like that was the case. Agreed, he might not have answers, but he most certainly has cause for concern. At least that is how it appears to me. I don't believe it will be easy to get anything out of him. I don't believe any part of this is gonna be easy. We'll have to tackle it from a few different angles. Which means... aren't they? They were in front of Central Station this morning. So he really is on just a boyfriend or a part-time gig? I told you that's not true. Right, my bad. How's it going, good students? We're just here for work. Good luck with the whole school trip thing. I know I'm in her corner. Still want no part of any of this. Welcome, students of Aramis. Right this way. These are C-rank certification cards. They're primarily for outside trainees, so you have access to the Institute and the Aerotram. Thank you very much. Wow, so we can ride the Aerotram as much as we want? And we can visit the Institute of Science. This will help our reports big time. And each group is free to do what they want. We'll meet back up at the hotel lobby around 6:30. Remember, you will be punished if you're late. Yes, ma'am. You won't catch me being late. Hey now, don't threaten the first years. And let's make sure this visit is a fruitful one. Let's get moving, underclassmen. I'll leave you all to it. If you need anything at all, just contact me via the number I gave you. See you. Hold on a second, Quattro Salashian. I've heard quite a few things about you, like how you're the professor's favorite student. Ren? Wait, then. See, I'm a foreign exchange student from Liberals, so we just so happen to have met through a contact at ZCF. We had quite the wonderful chat after you read all of my past papers. GCF, I've met both Professor Russell and his daughter, so... Wait, papers? Don't tell me you're... Oh, never you mind that. To circle back to my original point, I request to ask of you. My friend here will be operating on her own. Could I ask you to take her to the Artisanal District for me? Ren...
I see. So you're already getting a move on then.
Aw, and I was hoping we could hang out for a little bit too.
Sorry for deciding this on my own, you two.
Nah, it's fine. We've got 3 whole days, right? And you'll be back come nighttime anyway. We'll be counting on one heck of a report.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Is this, perhaps related to... In any event, I don't mind. I just so happen to have business in the Artisanal District, so it works out. I'll show you the way.
Agnes Claudel. I'm a first year at RMS Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Well, well.
Oh.
Anya says she'll be here in about 15 minutes. Surprisingly quick. I was about to suggest we get started if she was going to be much longer. Alright then, while we're waiting, it's Gaiden time. Right now? Wait. Gaiden? Gotta order ahead of time so we can dig in as soon as Anya gets here. Oh wait, that was like a sweet thing that he was talking about before. Shall we order one along with some coffee then?
Then I'm counting on you to lead the way, Mr. Salesian.
Of course. Once we catch the Aero Tram, we'll be at the Artisanal District in no time at all. By the way, you're older than me, aren't you? Mister might be a little stiff. You can just call me Katra, if that's all right.
You don't mind? Then Katra it is.
I have no idea how much I want to ask him where the sand rock is.
Oh, but I'm only older than you by a year, so I don't want you to be too stiff with me either. Why don't we talk like we're old friends?
Okay. I'll keep it casual then. I get the feeling you're always told to loosen up a little more.
That's right. My friends never let me hear the end of it, but I can't help the way I talk. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a pleasure, Katra.
Same to you. Now, should we get going?
I see.
Probably wait until we have Van in the group looking for forest BGs before we really start doing stuff.
Operated by...
You don't see Ameritrams much across the continent, do you? Call them a must with where Basel is located. Newtown, the Artisanal District, the Institute of Science, it travels along a loop and helps consistently deliver parts where needed. Artisanal District platform is on the right. Just tap your card against the ticket gate. Alright, let me give it a try.
This is the Aerotram, operated by the city of Basel. What a spectacular view! Though I get a little dizzy when I look down. And wow! Newtown is already so far away!
Enjoying yourself?
Yes! Tremendously! I bet Fairy would enjoy this too. I wonder if she's gotten the chance to ride yet.
She really is so cute. But how is someone like her connected to those others?
Here we are, this is the Artisanal District. Now I just need to find the hotel they're staying at. Oh, there's Van's pickup truck. So he drives an ingot, he's even customized the frame. Wait, my material was only just developed. How did he get his hands on it? I didn't realize you were an expert. You pick this kind of thing up if you work with Vern long enough, I suppose. How did you get to know people like them? What do you mean? Spriggan, whatever you call him, and that red-haired guy both seem really shady to me. But the girl and the maid, I think they look like good people at least. Just having a hard time picturing what kind of group it actually is if you're involved with them too. Can't blame them for thinking that way about them. Van runs a problem-solving agency in short. I work there as part-time assistant for reasons I can't get into. I'm both working my duties as a student happen to bring me here at the same time. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Are you sure it's okay to be working with them though? Vern's CEO didn't seem very happy about them sniffing around. Our work is complicated, I'll admit, but we don't do anything illegal, technically. His willingness to hire an upstanding woman like you does reflect well on him, I'll give him that. If I don't think highly of his choice to involve someone unlike you in a business like this, people say that about him a lot. You have nothing to worry about though, really. He might skirt the rules here and there, but he's still a man I can genuinely respect. Well, if you say so. Feels like one of those guys who takes some getting used to. The way he treated me was just so close to forgetting too. Something happened, nothing worth bringing up. Anyway, I shouldn't keep your friends waiting. It's Van's standard, I gotta make a bad first impression somehow impulse. Yes, we're over here. You came quick. Wait a sec, isn't that? Sorry for keeping you. Quatra was good enough to guide me here. Thanks for helping her out. We're ordering in Gaiden for the group. You want to join us? No, I'm fine. I'm not hungry right now. Your loss. Days is downright divine. I'll make it up to you some other time then. You don't owe me anything. It's not like I did anything special. I suggest you don't pull any funny business while you're in the city, though. No causing trouble for the women in your group either. Oh? I'll get going now, Anyas. Let me know if you need my help with anything. Oh, I will. Thank you. And would have been nicer if he gave me the chance to thank him somehow. Puberty's rough. Sure had a soft spot for you, though. Do you think he just struck me as a very friendly sort in general? We got along right away. Oh, but I can be friends with him, too. Oh, I'm sure that won't be a problem one bit. I'll be happy to introduce you if we get the chance. How old are you? 5? Nothing wrong with wanting to make friends. Yeah, no need to rain on her parade. Here's your order, one of our famed Gaidens. Now this is what I'm talking about. Come and have a seat, Anyas. I'll get to cutting it right away. I used to making Gaidens for me back in the day.
I finished, Catra. I'm quite confident in today's dessert. The more worried you are about something, the more important it is to take a break and relax. No need to push through.
I think I could trust Anyas, but I better keep a close eye on the rest of them. I don't want anything's threatening a place so special to me. So it wouldn't hurt to say hello to the supervisor and take care of my usual work while I'm here. That's the stuff. You won't find a better marriage of flavors than these bitter walnuts with sweet caramel nougat. It's so mouth-wateringly rich. You won't believe how well it pairs with strong coffee. I swear I was just born to savor moments like these. No one wants to hear this every time, you know. Just eat the damn thing. He's describing it to a T, though. Can't get enough of that buttery flavor. If Ann says it's good, then you know you're in for a treat. My nose is good for more than just sniffing out trouble, you know. I feel like you're joking, but I could buy it working for stuff like this easy. Indeed, now I think we've rested for long enough. Perhaps we should get to work. Do you think we should prioritize investigating Vern? Nah, I think we should hold off doing that. Can't imagine we'd find anything major this fast, even if we tried. I think we should start with wandering around Basil and taking care of Forest PGs. That'll give us a decent idea of the situation here. Same pattern as usual then, but how can you be so sure that word of our work is spread to here? Good question. Vern's boss sure didn't seem like he wanted to help us any more than he had to. I don't think we gotta worry about that. After my headache of a friend slapped this job on us. Right. That man from the CID? He seemed like a highly capable person, though that's the least to be expected of their chief analyst. You and he'd go back quite some time, I believe. Unfortunately, yeah. I doubt he's here in person, though. More than likely sent someone in his place. Between this and that other project he teased, I'm sure there's a ton of scheming going on in that head of his. Yes, we should go find out what kind of F4SPG we got waiting for us then. So, when do you need to be back at the hotel? What are you gonna do about your uniform? Ren said to be back by 6:30 p.m. I brought some clothes beside my uniform. Don't worry, let me go and get changed. I'll take you to our room then. We will handle paying the bill in the meantime. Harry took Anya to the girls' room so that she could get changed. After she was done, they reunited with the rest of the group and began their first day of work in Basel.
Do you know what you want?
And I mashed on that because it was like, ooh, hey, a shop.
Don't take too long to decide now.
Oh, that's the big out of battle one.
Come back soon.
It would be my pleasure. I put quite a lot of effort into this.
Black vinegar soup does not have the most enticing name. Oh wait, it's at the top. It's hot, just the chef.
Gotta be me.
I feel like Aaron wrote that comment.
That's some bachelor cooking.
That's where the laptop is. I wonder what this little nuke is for. My. Bare metal mine? Actually, really isn't all that much like shop-wise here. Which is kind of surprising given the fact that it's the artisanal district. You'd figure that this is where, like, the workshop would be. Wonder who lives here. Yeah, it's really high up.
There they are. I'm so glad I finally found them.
Hello. Is there something you need from here? The owner of this house hasn't been home in a while, I'm afraid.
You're just walking around, happen to end up here. They know who owns this place
you
then?
could say we're acquaintances. Well, that might sound a little too cold, actually. I don't know if I could really call us family, but we are close. Just not as close as he is.
Girl's IQ points have all gone into her face and tits. Total ditch with a capital D. Aaron!
You know, you guys are all just adorable. Especially you tiny thing. Where are you from? Do you want me to show you around?
I'm not that tiny.
Silly me. I forgot I have somewhere else to be. You won't be able to meet this house's owner, but the boy looking after it in her absence should be back tonight. Goodbye now.
This is Hamilton's place. It was just like she's a researcher at the Institute or something. Wish we could have talked to her a bit more about that. I want to make her understand my size isn't all there is to me. I'm strong too. Late 20s, huge tits, kind of an airhead, freckles, glasses. Yeah, I'd hit it. Are you going to start behaving like an adult, Aaron, or am I going to have to force you to? I wonder if that could be... very, like, multi-tier. Ooh, hello.
All right.
Ooh, gear stat down. Got a few extras of that. Its bosses love having the whole freaking, like, the big debuffs of all stats. Must be the Aerotram station. Can't believe it all goes all the way up in the sky. That's right, this will take us to Newtown in no time. All you need to do is hold your certification card over the ticket gate. Guess we're not taking this one after all. Our D-rank card isn't accepted on this Aerotram. Apparently we need a C-rank card or higher. I sure could have sworn we had a C. Better all at the welcome mat when we're here for Elsheim. Would it kill them to throw one of their biggest stakeholders a bone? Looking forward to it too. Who's crying over spilt milk? We can head up if you want, Agnes. We'll just take the long way. No, it's alright. Rather stick together. Sure, we'll get to ride the tram another day, Fairy. Don't let it get you down. You're right, yeah. We found the guild. Well, if it isn't Fan, surprised to see you taking a business trip this time of year. Yeah, client came in with a big job, so we're out here taking care of that. Looks like you're moving on up in the world too. Last I saw, you're a part-timer still in school, and now you're the receptionist? Yep, hired me here fresh out of college. Another acquaintance of yours? You got friends in all sorts of places. Oh, we're just in the same field. We worked together on a job a while back. Jin was actually telling me about you the other day. Said we should be fine contracting you for help if we need to. They're the same for a friend of mine outside the guild. If something serious goes down, there's no shame in us working together. Oh, who? Renee or Killica, I'm guessing. I swear, I can't walk 5 hours without people dragging me into their business. I ain't a bracer, you know. Oh, speaking of which, you're... Alvis, Regina! Huh, speak of the devils. These 2 bracers work in Edith, correct? Yeah, there, didn't think I'd run into you guys here. Don't tell me we all got shipped out here on behalf of the same guy. Obviously not. No idea why you're even here, but we're here on official orders from the guild, not an individual client. Where are you guys so trouble? And wherever you guys go, trouble seems to follow. I think it's making me superstitious, not gonna lie. Hopefully that's not the case here. Man, I don't enjoy it any more than you do. Stop framing it like I'm the one at fault. I'm just doing my job, put food on the table. Surely C-rank bracers got better things to worry about than some Spriggan. So stop letting me live rent-free in your head, yeah? Smartass, I swear, this is why I can't stand you. You're always just... forget it. Just don't get up in our business, got it? I know he's a bit abrasive with you, but I do think he respects your abilities. If you come across anything, just let us know. You're doing work for the guild anyway, so might as well share intel. Any way for him to show respect? Well, you do you, Bracer Boy. Not too worried about him. If we need the guild to lend a hand, we'll ask for it. For now, we got our own business to focus on. That's right, I did pass the billboard over here because I saw vending machine. Especially I look to as a mentor of sorts, but I just can't do this anymore. We're together evidence to prove he's abusing his power over others, and so I want to get verbal testimony. Don't want this to blow up, so I haven't spoken with the guild or the cops. I'd like to request a careful investigation from you guys. This one's real serious sounding. Yeah, I understand why they don't want to go to the guild or the police about it. Really hope we can help them while we're here. We might learn more about what's going on in the Institute while we're working on it too. That'd be 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes sense, sounds harmless to me, but what's your take? Barry brought up a good point. We can get some info on the Institute while we work this case. Pretty vague though, they didn't give their name or the professor they're accusing. Really going out of their way to make our job difficult. Naming names in this case may result in the professor or other parties threatening the whistleblower. I believe our client just prefers to err on the side of caution. Yeah, that tracks. Fair enough. Rosette, can you handle recording our convos? Certainly. You gotta be careful who we talk to about this, though. Client doesn't want word of this getting out. Let's start with people unrelated to the Institute. That way we don't have to accidentally hit a nerve. That makes sense to me. I imagine there will be plenty of those here in the Artisanal District. Let's get started.
Time to start working.
I've seen you before.
What? I thought the exclamation point was down there. Oh, get a load of that.
Come on, we ain't got all day. Get that work done.
Yes, sir. Are those from one of the Empire's Panzer assault? No, they seem a little different. Heard about the things that's gotten out in certain circles, but most people still don't know about them yet. Yes, and you do, though. Your company's involved in their development, right? Yes, though not that much. We've only been assisting in trials. You guys, haven't seen you around before. This is a restricted area, yeah? I totally get why you want to gawk at these beauties, but they're technically not public knowledge yet. Go ahead and move along now.
Wonder if they're the guys.
I didn't know machines like that were being made here in Calvar, too. Sure are. Heard the concept behind their design is different from the Soldats over in Erebonia, though. Gonna be revealed to the public along with their names sometime soon. It feels like we saw something we weren't supposed to, even if it was just the legs. I imagine that's that while they're being kept secret from the public, most major groups and organizations have already been told about them. That includes those abroad, our international allies, maybe even the Empire. I believe you're correct in your assumptions. I think that's true for all the weaponry that's going to be rolled out soon too, not just our Soldat lookalikes. Either way, this looks like the biggest workshop in the Artisanal District. We'll have to come back another time if we get a chance. Rashrida's Giscard land, another big project. Old Giscard heads up the Artisanal Guild. As a fellow member, I'm proud to have him as our ambassador. Not to be here when I am, but Giscard didn't get where he is by settling. I gotta keep moving up in the world just like him. Specialize in pressure equipment. That's a big niche nowadays. Only gonna get bigger, my gut says. He's a member of the Artisan Guild. I have some dealing with the Institute itself. Yeah, I guess it'd be easier to get info out of him than somebody higher up the food chain.
Let me ask you something.
Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, my son is studying at the Institute and never told me about anything like that. Doesn't prove it one way or the other, of course. Just haven't heard about it. They tell you about any other stuff, anything helps. Well, sometimes I do hear about people in the same lab butting heads over funding. Hear these grumblings about two professors going at it even. Seems like a pretty stressful place. All the greed and infighting over projects sounds like it's got everybody at each other's throats. Makes sense, yeah, it might be what started the harassment. Know which professor specifically? Really can't remember, sorry. I feel like there was at least one of Professor Hamilton's students involved, but that's all I got. I wonder if this professor was jealous of someone else or someone envied them instead. Thanks for the info, all the same. Easy working on this project, let me tell you. Mediating between factories and artisans is stressful work. And the artisans are saying they want to delay everything so they can do just these tiny tweaks to the product before it goes out on the line. Why do they care so much about that extra 1%? It's good enough as is. I don't think he's working for the Institute, but he might know a thing or two. Wouldn't hurt to ask him.
Let me ask you something.
Professor Peel's their assistant. Well, I'm not sure why you're asking me specifically about it, to be honest. Just work in the Vern's procurement division. I don't attend the Institute or work with them directly at all. You know, and that's exactly the angle we want. Word travels, you know. I get that. Haven't really heard anything about it though, sorry. Vern and the Institute are very closely linked though. That does create conflicts of interest sometimes. May not have heard about it, but it is believable. It's very possible that the two sides are stressing each other out. Could you tell us a bit more about how Vern and the Institute work together? The Vern Company awards grants to the Institute of Science to research and develop new products on their behalf. Allows the Vern Company to curate their products with research from the Institute's experts. Oh, that's really neat. I recall, Vern can trace its roots back to the old Artisans Guild and to the Institute itself. I always figured they worked well together because of that. They did, past tense. They had a good relation while their senior advisor was still there. She left Basil some time ago. Now Vern and the Institute hardly collaborate at all. It's every project for itself. Maybe the asshat in charge scared her off? Thanks for the info, that helps a lot. I think that's all there is to see in the Artisanal District. Should check out Newtown next. So we cannot use the aerotram. We have to either walk or drive there. Let's take a walk. It'll help us get more acquainted with the city and its people. You gotta be kidding me. Walking is a pain in the ass. Well, I, for one, think a stroll would be lovely. Me too. Let's make our way to the bridge then. Not the right bridge. Yeah, the locals barely use it. And that's because most either go by car or use the aerotram. You're the aerotram, right? How was it? Had the best view, but it was a little scary too. I didn't think there'd be a difference in ranks. Have you never used the aerotram in the past, Van? Nah, I got it right. When I came here a couple of years ago, I just had a regular old ticket. What I hear, security within the city's undergone a massive overhaul. After the war, the government ordered a total reform. I don't find it surprising they would want it to be very careful with an experimental city that is very nearly a national secret. Okay, but tell me how that puts us at a lower rank than a bunch of kids here on a school trip. I don't think it's that they're high, I think it's more that we're low. Still it's not a big deal as long as we can drive. By the way, pretty sure we'll eventually bump into your classmates. You okay on that end? I'm fine, explain the things to them for the most part. They might happen upon some info before us. But if we see them, let's make it a point to ask.
Off we go. Understood.
Fine with me.
Okay.
Alright. We have some new stuff to pick up. Oh, we've already ran into them.
Hello there.
Hey, tier 3s are showing up. Versions of the rings. Oh, and of the verses too. And a better version of Rot. Ah, dang, we haven't hit tier 3 for time. Damn it. We're spaced. Unfortunate.
See you again. Hello there.
$400, huh?
See you again. Hello there.
Ooh, Cataract Wave. That spell's been pretty freaking good to us so far. Let's call it there. Okay, Agnes is completely done. Wait, she actually... Why does Rosette get full slots? No one else does. What the heck? Yeah, I forgot I had that. Sweet Jesus, that's expensive. That'll give her some elemental diversity.
See you again.
What's their reaction? Whoever's over there is... Really? I was expecting like some reaction to, you know, who we are, like going like, oh hey, it's Audience's boyfriend or something like that. Okay. Oh.
Now, what's it say?
You're a tester for Marduk. And mine, could you help test a brand new holo core? Oh my. Then developed at the Institute of Science. Be waiting for you at the Vern store. Alrighty then. Really busy lately, but I gotta stick the landing on my chance to make a name for myself. I refuse to lose the guys who get to smash that glass inmate. The board of directors just you watch. He's an office worker in Newtown. Shows like her can have better info than meets the eye. My turn, see what we get.
Let me ask you something.
Harassment? Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. I've heard some nasty things about some specific professors at the Institute. Really? I won't name names, but I've heard a thing or two from a friend of mine. She's a researcher at one of the labs there. Every night, they're sleeping at the lab after unpaid overtime. One little mistake during the day and they get torn to shreds. They say it's considered normal there. You just work until you drop. My friend, she told me one night that she was having suicidal thoughts. I had to talk her out of it. That's horrible. Does the Institute not know about their working conditions? No, they do, but it's fear that rules the roost there. Institute senior professors like celebrities in their own right. Nobody can touch them. They control whether or not you have a career in this town. Firm, my own company, everybody. They'll go through the Institute's pipeline. Out of curiosity, who do you work for? This horrible goods supplier. They got a license from Vern to sell their goods. So it's not like I can speak up about it, because then there goes my career. Word travels fast. Yeah, that tracks. Vern and the Institute might as well be Basil. Speak up, and you're never working in this town again. I only hope we find a way to right this injustice. Oh, wait. Might as well start this, I guess. That's really cutting edge stuff. I'm surprised they have that in this store. Yo, Athena, right? You had a request for us? We're with Iocride Solutions. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think you'd take my request. Yes, my name is Athena. I'm a researcher at the Institute of Science. I mainly do orbital energy research. Right now I'm working on new holocore designs. I started beta testing, so having people to help out is a big relief. Thank you in advance for your help. Can do. Stand to relax, though. I ain't gonna eat you or anything. Sorry, I'm just not good with people. It's why I'm really interested in communication technology. Being able to talk to people from my own room sounds really helpful. Kind of why I wanted to come here. I want to make the world a little less daunting for people like me. Can't tell if you're actually enthusiastic or just motivated by fear. You sound like my co-workers. So, do you need me to go over the details? I mean, this is definitely gonna get us like a new holo, so yeah, much obliged. Okay, right this way. The manager and I will take you through it. These kind folks are helping you. Nice to meet you. Name's Radad. I'm the manager at the Vern store. Letting how these tests go, you might see this holocore in our shelves soon. I'll be keeping an eye over these field results myself. If you wouldn't mind reporting your findings to me too, would you? Not at all. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in. So here's how I want the testing to go. This new holo is named Pokal. I'd like you to equip her to your Xiphus and take her into a few monster fights. Anything specific you need us to do once we get into a fight? I need you to do 5 moves or more while you're S boosted. Once you're done, I'd like to hear how it felt to use. Sounds easy enough. 1 second here. Okay, here you go. Pokal's a cute name. Curious to see what kind of holo it is. Brand new holocore straight from the Institute. Oh man, I can't wait. She's a bit unique. You'll find out more after you equip her. Now we just gotta find some schmucks and ruin their day, but now that I think about it, where are the monsters around here? The road we drove in on was all cleaned out. If you're looking for monsters, I'd say the Ouch Canyon to the south is your best bet. Once you're off the road and past the orbital lights, things get a bit dicey. But you guys look pretty seasoned, so you should be fine. It'll make for a nice little test bed. Fine by me, let's head on down and get this new holocore whirl. Alright, gotta equip it first, duh. Indeed, once we finish our preparations, let's make for the canyon. We should be able to access it from the road next to the Vernal HQ building. Alrighty then. There's ouch, cannon, B, canyon. This building is Liberal ZCF and Epstein Foundation, eh? The Foreign Tech Foundation established using your great-grandfather's cash, right? How famous it is even in the Republic, it's kind of funny it's been dumped over in the corner like this. You're so rude, Aaron. It's fine. Before, all the big buildings were part of the Foundation's branch here. Indeed, as part of their downsizing in the Republic, they moved to this location. Its performance in other countries remains stable, but with the tech going the way it is, it's only natural there'd be a dip in business. Right with the Zypha. What was it before again? I think they're doing the rounds underground. Ramda, 5th gen, code developed by Vernon Epstein. But the 6th gen would look like sparked a hell of a lot of conversation both before and after the war. Then they went and pulled what even the Empire Rhineford Company didn't dare do, cut the Foundation out of the equation. Got some pushback across the continent first, but now their technology is well on the road to being available to the public. And they'll do anything to keep themselves in their current favorable position. I would imagine even use Marduk for practical testing. Though perhaps it isn't my place to weigh in on the matter. Yeah, that right. And the one pushing that national policy is... So ZCF was the one that developed airships, right? Yes, they're a facility located in Zeiss in Liberal. They can find their products all across the Republic, things like communications equipment or household goods.
Being a friendly nation, they do have a cooperative enough partnership with Vern, I suppose.
Oh, hello
Hiya,
there.
Van and friends.
Hi. Oh.
And look at you go, Agnes. Hard at work, I see.
We heard what you were doing earlier. You're researching with your coworkers as part of your visitation, yeah? I am. Hope you don't mind me going off on my own. Oh, she's putting the work in. You guys have business here? We do. I have a personal connection with ZCF and the Foundation, you see. So I thought this would be the perfect place to get a first-hand look at international technological exchange. But she says someone from the Empire is a topic I personally can't get enough of. I heard they make memory quartz for films and stuff. How can I not want to come see? Oh, nice. I'm sure there will be an endless amount of information to absorb here. Just leave that part to us. Be sure to write up a report for you. But you better nab us some sweet scoops in exchange.
What are students doing here? Oh, of course. The educational visitation.
We didn't mean to crowd up the path. Wait, I've seen him before. I think I recognize him too. Here you do, he's rather famous. Greetings, Professor. My name is Ren Bright. I've heard all about you from a certain other professor.
I didn't realize you were studying abroad here. Cronkite, I believe this is our first time meeting in person. I found your papers fascinating, I must say. Welcome to Basel.
Huh? Papers? It's an honor to have my work read by such a brilliant mind. Might I trouble you for some time to chat in the near future?
I would welcome the chance, though I'll have to pass on speaking at length with your classmates. Now, I am a busy man, I'm afraid, so if you don't mind, I will bid you farewell.
That's taking to be father up his ass, but he's got the chops to back it up. His background is Eastern, right? That was Professor Jan Concrete, the young genius carrying the Republic's engineering community on his shoulders. He's been presenting groundbreaking tech across all kinds of fields since before the war 2 years ago. Now you mention, I think I saw him in the Tyrell Times. He's said to be the genius the likes of which we haven't seen since Professor Hamilton. How are you connected to someone like him, Rhett? I believe the others are waiting, so how about we go? Don't be late for the meetup, Anyas, otherwise I'll have to give you a good spanking. I know. Have fun leading everyone. Hold on, Ren. Don't think you could get away with not answering. Well then, good luck with work. Shall we? Yes, let's give it our all. There's a shop down here. Keep the guns in the basement, huh?
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, wonderful. Oh no, I also haven't bought armor. And I've skipped upgrades for them. It feels like this is a kind of scenario where, like, Agnes is gonna ditch for a bit or something, or, like, have to fight alone. Why can't I actually get any that boost freaking speed?
I hope to see you again.
Hello.
Ah, dang it. This game gotta be so mean about
Thanks for
money.
shopping.
I guess it does continue the whole he's a broke-ass Spriggan doing this stuff.
Awesome. Why not stay here and relax?
Oh, no.
Do you have any preferences?
No!
Thanks for coming in. Do you have any Thanks for coming in.
What can I get you? I go wherever my heart takes me, and I bring my little shop along for the ride. Who knows what customer I'll see next? Not the most practical business model, but what makes me happy in the little niche has made me popular with the locals. Rambling Cafe, huh? That's popular with the eggheads at the Institute. Well, that watering hole such as would be a good place to gather information.
Let me ask you something.
Workplace harassment, everything about that, sorry. The clientele are a lot more mellow. The fact that I get are pretty kind, actually. They treat their students and understudies to meals sometimes. Huh, who's specific? That might help us narrow things down. Professor Ariel, Associate Professor Tane, and Professor Callahan, too. But he hasn't been around in a while. They always look pooped, like on death's door, seriously, but when I talk to them, they all come across as normal, upstanding people. Ah, they're just covering for the man, is what you're saying. You be the judge of that. I have noticed that some research from the specific lab have looked really down the dumps as of late. Workplace harassment would explain that. Don't want to jump to conclusion, but that last professor might have something to do with it. Anything comes to mind, please let us know. I'm sure I'm just overthinking things, but thanks, I'll let you know. Like there's more to the story than not. Does he not want to snitch or does he not believe it? I see, thank you for sharing with us. Not everyone we're talking to in Newport. Well, there's still bits of basil that could use a sweep. Let's double check first. So this is the path through Osh Canyon. It certainly fits the name. The terrain off the paved path appears to be quite complex. Watch your footing, guys. You're going to be flying head first into the river. You could take this road to the Liberal Kingdom, right? If you wanted, yes, though it would take you several hours to get there even by vehicle. On the other side of the border is a fortress in the Zeiss region. Signs like these really make it clear just how far from the capital we are. We've been jumping all over the country so much lately. Sheesh. You're just happy to have an excuse to drive around and you know it. Hey, I'm a simple guy. Let's get that holocore test started, shall we? Our task is to equip Pokemon Act 5 times while S boosted. Right, let's go! Interesting. Let's see. All of them are at 4, it looks like.
I'm Pakel. You always got me in your corner. I'll take it from here. I got you.
Oh, I'm actually already charged up. Well then.
Now for ranged attacks. I'm on it. There.
Why isn't she doing any...
Might want a boost here. One skill coming right up.
Sucker!
Done it? What?
Displaying enemy stats.
This'll hurt.
Keep moving, Van. I'll dice you up.
Make it count,
Really?
Aaron.
Activating skill.
Slice and dice.
Perfect chance. A chance. One skill coming right up.
Sucker!
No. Ben. There we go.
That was 2.
Nice. That went great.
You kick butt, Van. Are we going down below?
Nope, we're sticking to the road for this assignment.
Good call. If we went that way, we'd be a perfect target for a pincer attack.
Wait, you thought it was a bad idea. Why'd you even ask?
Flames protect us. One skill coming right up. Shine. And Twirl Ray.
It's go time.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra.
That's what you get.
That's 3.
Getting contact. You've got a charge attack available. How's about some of this? There.
Sucker!
I can live with this. You were a great help on Yes.
Oh, I see the way down there.
An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out? I'll lend a hand. There. You've got a charge attack available. Got you. There. Huh? We're down.
Now, let's finish the job.
Look out! There's so many of them. One skill coming right up. Here. Ben.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working.
I'll dice you up! Make it count, Aaron!
Now's a good time to
Oh,
boost.
we can't actually reach.
But that'll work. Barry, now.
Activating skill.
Go time.
Now's a good time to boost.
But that'll work. You've got this, Agnes.
Go.
Gotcha.
Have we done enough testing for the hollow core? I can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at, Agnes.
Yes, I believe so.
Hollow core.
Silas and
A,
Crab. Yeah,
now
I've heard them,
online.
like low use ones.
We can report back to the client anytime.
I've got this.
No reason not to pick up treasure while we're here and, you know, maybe get a little bit more money. Oh, hell yeah.
I see me some nobodies.
I'm on it.
This group's pretty sizable, so don't get cocky. Now's a good time activating skill.
Come on, CP.
Keep moving, Van.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. It's your eye.
Think fast. Take this!
A chance!
Gotcha!
It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Agnes.
Could use a charge attack, you know.
Won't take long.
Now's a good time to boost.
A chance! Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
This could get tricky with so many.
Oh my gosh, really?
I'm on it.
Look out! Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Got a whole slew of them.
Let's party!
Activating drive.
A chance for a shard boost.
I will address you all at once.
Displaying data.
Keep it up. It's working.
Really, Earth?
Initiating drive.
Pull out all the stuff.
Activating drive.
Activating skills.
No.
There.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That wasn't half bad, Aaron.
Oh, isn't that... Yep. Not entirely certain what went up there. Oh, those freaky ass things.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Take this. Get to work.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take the sun. You snooze, you lose.
37,000 HP.
It's over.
It's go time.
Now's a good time to boost.
This sucker.
Mr. Wen.
Have some of this.
Really?
You got this, Agnes.
Activating drive.
Displaying data. A chance for a shard
Actually,
boost.
Rin is more weak too. Who does not really have those options?
Don't mind me.
Get to it, May.
Prepare yourself.
All you, Agnes. A chance.
That looks kind of cool.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Activating skill. There we go.
All you, Agnes. Have some more.
It's go time.
Activating skill.
No. I won't let this chance slip by.
Gotcha. A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
That was HP left.
That's how it goes.
Well,
Finley
what'd you expect?
Halter? Bavarian and Van got upgrades. Well, I think that's a new move entirely. Yeah, it's a line move. Interesting. Oh, that's a B rank seal. Wasn't it C before? I think the delay upgraded. Was it an S before or was it an M always?
That looks like a nice chest.
See me some nobodies.
Take this out!
Getting engaged! Brace yourself! There's so many of them! Look out!
Got a whole slew
Use
of
a
them.
sharp boost to get the upper hand! I suggest we strike down their weakness with an art! Activating
You're
skill!
not getting away. Blast off! All you on yes.
Well, crap.
Have some more.
Aaron! No!
Get to it, maid! Too slow!
A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand!
Wait, cost 70, I already recouped the cost.
Activating skill!
You're crushed.
I did it! Oh, I could do better.
Not this way.
I didn't think we'd be allowed to go past. Figure should check in anyway.
Here goes! Be sure to keep your distance! There!
Let's get to work.
Not done yet!
Charge attack available.
You gonna get a move on or what?
Oh, God.
Watch it. That one's big.
Like 80k HP to go through almost.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Ooh, EP3. Alright, that's our limit here.
What are we waiting for?
Hello there. See you again.
And I'll finally be able to get started on the report. Just gotta wait for the test results. Yo, good time and gave the new holocore a spin. Beep. Good work, everyone. Would you mind sharing your feedback? Can do. Oh, can I have that holocore back first? Sure, here you go. Thank you. Let me go ahead and start uploading the combat data. Then connect the holocore to her laptop. Oh, what's up, Link? How did it feel to use? Performance bugs, anything at all? I don't have much to say about its performance, being honest. More, it's rare that I didn't know the difference between a fight and a playground. The hell's up with her? Oh, don't be so harsh. She had this childlike whimsy to her. I found it pretty cute. Well, really weird. Does she heal people in combat? That's what it felt like to me, at least. A very unique core indeed. Should it hit the shelves, I imagine it'll be talk of the town. I, for one, do not vibe with the idea of carrying a little girl around in my pocket. I'm sure any self-respecting guy wouldn't either. I do know, our resident weirdo already has one of those. And that's what he's into. Zip it, Aaron, and leave her out of this. Not like I picked either of them. That's awfully rude, Van. You'll upset her if she hears that. Oh, right. Word through the grapevine. She's an interesting hollow herself. Oh, you mean Mare? You're familiar with her. Yeah, the professor told me about her. According to him, she was actually an accident. That PMC wasn't even trying to make the pinnacle of all hollow cores, but somehow they just did. That's why I asked you guys. Actually, I knew you had experience working with cores like her. I explained the funny feeling I had, so it wasn't just a coincidence. Your professor must be pretty informed she knows about Mare Bear. Indeed, her existence isn't technically confidential, but she hasn't been promoted or publicized either. I imagine word has reached the inner circles of the industry, the three disciples at least. Yep, that tracks. It was Professor Cronkite who told me. No wonder he knows. He's pretty much carrying the Republic's engineering sector on his back. I can confirm he's the real deal. Not an engineer worth his salt who doesn't know about his work. Yeah, he really leaps and bounds above me. He can be scary sometimes, but he really knows his stuff. I learned a ton working under him. Being honest, it was actually him who came up with Pokel's adaptive AI design. I owe him for that. That's so. We saw him not long ago. Dude gets his pick of the litter and he goes with a little girl. Right. No, that's not it. The reason Poco is a girl is because she's meant to simulate how real humans grow and learn, so the more she learns, the more she matures. Right, that's the reason. Erin, why don't you grow up too? Does it really learn just like a real person? That's so cool. She does, yeah, but according to Professor Cronkite, she doesn't even come close to mirrors in her potential. Been bugging him lately, actually. He was all, if some security company can make an advanced holocore, why can't we? He's been researching holocores in his spare time to try and figure it all out. Guy's driven, that's for sure. So, getting back on topic, the core is fine. Being a child that hasn't learned much, yeah, her abilities are pretty basic stuff, but she was pretty easy to use. Really, thank you. The only real snag I ran into was it being a bit janky deploying shards while I was boosting. Didn't really hamper me at all, but still. Compared to other holocores, Poco's deep learning algorithms may increase processing overhead and delay combat functions. Optimization should be priority to help mitigate that, though some latency is probably unavoidable. Does make sense. Can you each give me your feedback too? And cohorts each offer their impressions to Athena. Conveniently, the holocore finished uploading its combat data to the laptop just as they were wrapping up. Thanks for waiting, guys. Now that I have the data, let me give you this back. Oh, we can keep her? Just wanted to thank you for helping test her. She'll be pushing updates once we iron out the kinks, so she should be getting better with time. Thank you very much for your help. Now I need to get back to the Institute and analyze this data. Sounds good, take care.
All in a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
Understood.
Yeah.
And up here? Oh. The car shop, of course. Wow, there's so many cars! I'd heard about the capacity, but it's very impressive seeing it in person. Welcome to Automotive Heaven. The motor pavilion where all the big manufacturers strut their stuff before they hit the market. Vern's big here, naturally. They got a bunch of makes under their wing. Leno, Ingert, Red Star, and Etwist, that's your big four. This is where they show off all their latest and greatest stuff. And for gearheads like me, it's both a peek at the new model year and a chance to yoink some of their ideas for our own projects. Where I come to Basel, you bet I hit this place up every time. The most important place in the city, full stop. That's great, Grandpa. Now let's get you home. See, I do hear that the four manufacturers compete with each other a lot. That they have their own specialities, but nonetheless push each other to innovate. Does the factor into the showroom too? Oh yeah, those guys are ruthless. They all specialize in different things, but when markets collide, you bet they're at each other's throat, and that's good for the consumer. Leno and Ingrid especially, they both manufacture their cars here in Basel, so they headhunt and poach from each other like nobody's business. If you got time to kill, I highly recommend stopping by here and shooting the shit with the salespeople. They might convert you. Idios kill me, or him. The passion for cars is already evident with his truck. It's natural that he'd be drawn here. Might as well take a look now that we're already here. I've seen everything there's to see in Newtown. That said, looks like we have to go to the Institute for that request from the assistant. The one about the professor abusing his power, eh? Doesn't seem like some outsiders like us should get in the middle of. I'm concerned since it was posted as the 4SPG. I wonder if we can find a way for all of us to get into the Institute. Like with the Aerotram, access requires rank C certification or higher. Nice if we could have Elsane put on the pressure and get our ranks raised, but that won't work here, not enough time. How about we have a little talk? With who? The kiddo from earlier? He wasn't as bad about it as the CEO, but he still had his doubts about us. Oh, pushing doesn't work, we just gotta pull. So thanks for being our go-between, Anyas. For what? Between you and Katra? You guys seem to hit it off. Guessing it's because you're so close in age. He'll be up for talking to you, just make it seem like you've got problems and he can solve them. I don't think I'll need to go that far. I'm sure if I'm just honest up front with him, he'll listen. I'm happy to help. Once things settle down, I'll give him a call on my Zypha. Girl doesn't have a clue, huh? It's quite charming how unaware she is of her appeal. I don't really get what you're saying, but I know we can count on Adios to handle this. Oh, I guess we contact him that way? No shop up there.
It's so convenient nowadays.
The Aerotram's just awesome. Why not stay here and relax? Do you have any preferences?
Thanks for coming in.
Alrighty. I think is there anything missable here? No. You know, it'd be a good idea to call Katra, ask about her certification cards.
Yes, this is Elysian speaking. Ah, it's you, Agnes.
Oh good, I was worried I wouldn't be able to get through. Looks like there's a little bit of interference with the connection there.
I apologize for that. I happen to be in the middle of something at the moment. Could you wait for me at a place called Jiskar Workshop? It's in the artisanal district. I'll be there short.
Hello?
That's not good.
Hello? Hello? What just happened? Like something collapsed. I could have sworn I heard a faint hiss or roar after that. Sounds like trouble to me. We were just at Giscard's workshop a short while ago. Let's get on back there, see what the deal is. Sorry guys, we're back. Who are you? Oh, you're the group from Earth. I thought we told you this was a strict area. Sorry, but Katra hasn't been past here, has he? Wait, what? How did you know about—
I'll handle this. I'm the supervisor of this here workshop. Jiskar, I had a feeling when I saw you kids here earlier, but are you the ones Katra's been showing around town?
He told you about us? That's right, we're from Arkwright Solutions over in the capital. Get right to the point, we have reason to believe he's in danger. We think he might be in a mine or something like one. Something like one. If that rings any bells, can you take us there? What? Katra's in danger? Go with me, I'll hear your story while we're on the move.
Contact the guild just in case. Get on it.
There's a mine shaft in the vicinity after all. It used to be extract a minor metal called something. Signal's not great down there, which explains all the noise on your call. This is where Katra likely is? Most likely, I wager. Go check all the lights and such are working every so often. It's been early to do it again. It ain't all that big of a shaft though, and there aren't usually any monsters down there. Detecting multiple monsters farther inside. Where'd they all come from? The time couldn't have been worse. Arkwright was, the rest of you too. You all strike me as a tough bunch. Promise to reward you so save them, please. Contact the guild, someone who can help in the meantime though, so don't go crazy. Lucky for us, we've got him on our side, huh? Alright folks, let's get moving. Right, we have to save Katra. Indeed, I heard the faint sound of gunfire moments ago. Was he packing or something? Kinda dangerous for a kid like him, right? Either way, let's hurry. According to the art book, he uses like a art drone or something.
I'm on it.
Oh, this place is big. Oh, not these fuckers.
I eagerly await your performance. Don't forget about your charge
This is smaller versions of the bastards from the other Trail games.
Unleashing shark strike! It can't hide anything from us. Use a shark boost to get the
Super
upper
weak to
hand.
win. Holy crap.
All you on, yes. Have some more.
I can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at, on yes.
And this is like a dead end.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Show them what you're really capable of. Unleashing shark strike. Arts for test on this end.
Didn't we fight, like, bigger versions of this guy earlier?
We can win right now. Launching ambush. Displaying enemy stats.
Station.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Definitely noticing a wind weak.
Up to you, Reset.
Through line through all these enemies so far.
That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it down, Reset.
Nobody.
Gotcha.
Good chance to play sharp. They're stunned. They're stunned. There. Everyone, move in. We'll get them all at once.
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here. Aaron.
Now's a good time to boost.
No.
A chance.
Give them your all.
Too slow. Up to you, Reset.
Activating skill.
No. A chance. There.
I think we could just physical attack to finish this guy off.
Activating skill.
Oh god damn it.
Time. Sucker.
That's what you get.
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr.
That's
Wei.
prevention, huh?
These things know how to put up a good fight.
They'll definitely put you through your paces if you take them one-on-one.
Here I go.
Attacking target.
Have some more.
The star has
That went
arrived.
better than I anticipated.
Always got it down, Reset.
Arts attack advised. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your turn unleashing sharp strike. Use a sharp boost to get the
This'll
upper
hurt.
hand.
Keep moving, Van. I'll dice you up. Make it count, Aaron.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Oh, come
I
on.
won't let this chance slip by.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Miss Claudel.
Activating skill.
Have some more. They're stunned. A chance.
Use a sharp boost to
Eat
get the
this.
upper hand.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Hollow core leveled up.
Oh, nice. Isn't it like halfway to getting a level? The hell? Oh, that could be perfect for Anya's. Holy crap. Mainly for boosting, like, HP stuff. This sucker's just an all-rounder of everything.
I'm Raquel. You always got me in your corner.
It's not talking about how young Pokel sounds, but it doesn't sound that young.
Lotus online.
Maybe it had, like, a different voice.
Here I go.
I've got
Here goes.
A different voice in Japanese.
I eagerly await your performance.
You snooze, you lose.
They're down.
This'll hurt.
Keep moving, Van. It's over. Up to you, Reset.
A chance for a sharp boost. Activating skill.
Oh, come on.
It's go time. Take that, you ass.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Too slow. A chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
I see me some nobody.
Don't forget about the charge attack! We're not done yet!
Gotcha!
Unleashing Shark Strike! Use a Shark Boost to get the upper hand! Activating skill!
Too slow! Make it count, Aaron!
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
There we go!
Get to it, mate!
Significantly less damage than what Van did.
Chance for a shot! Activating skill!
Have some more!
A chance!
Come on.
Use an activating skill! There! A chance! There! There!
Gotcha!
Aaron!
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That was amazing, Aaron! Hollow core leveled up.
Wait, Hollow Core already level up?
Adjustment complete.
Yep. Really ain't that difficult to like get him to catch up, is it?
This could get tricky with so many. Leave this
Could use a charge attack. Deploying shards.
Oh. When I got stung, got freaking killed, so we didn't get the advantage.
Dispatching shield.
Aaron!
I won't lose.
Like hell you are!
Retreat
Here
possible.
goes. This'll hurt.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand. Use your own.
I'll dice you up! All you on, yes.
Grab the light. One heal.
Thanks, I'll take that.
Aaron. There we go.
Get to it, mate!
Activating skill.
A chance! They're down!
Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Oh, action 3?
Let's get to work.
Could use a charge attack.
I'm on!
Unleashing shark strike.
Too slow!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You're a true professional, Van. Begin the engagement. Brace yourself. Show us what you're really capable of.
Take this! They're down!
This'll hurt.
Use a shark boost
Keep
to get
moving,
the upper
Van!
hand.
I'll dice you up! Up to you, Reset!
That move is surprisingly high damage, and he already got all of his CP back. What the hell?
That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it down, Reset.
That sounded like live combat.
We must hurry.
That hits the spot.
Oh god. Please don't be one of the counter bitches. Found him. Katra! What's that silver thing?
Detecting small-scale seismic shift.
That thing from before?
Are you
Agnes?
alright? Agnes, you're all here? Damn, what'd you do, just do to neutralize the tremors? You paired the stun caliber and hollow style together most magnificently. Now just have to work out, it ain't gonna be happening again. That species of the Abyss Worm, watch out for their chain counterattack. Oh god, they are gonna do that shit. It's all solo skills or art to take him down. Are you all good to go?
Yes. I can still fight. Theo, be sure to work with them.
Understood. Initiating interception protocol.
Time for you to focus. Use a sharp
Okay,
boost
he
to
didn't
get the
force
upper
himself
hand.
into the party.
Certain arts will work better.
I suggest we strike now.
From us.
Too late, good to know.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working.
Over here. All for you.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, that shit ain't kosher.
A chance for a shard boost. Don't mind me.
Make it count.
Accessing. Initialize.
Let's go down. I'll get them all at once.
I suggest we strike now.
Here's our chance.
Oh no, he did
Now's your
forced out
chance to
Aaron.
boost.
This'll do the trick.
Okay, so what did he got?
Keep it up. It's working.
This'll do the trick.
CP boost.
This'll
Probably
do
in
the
like
trick.
20 or 30 at most.
Going all in.
All he's got? Oh, he doesn't even have a freaking S-Craft.
I suggest we strike now.
What was the command for swapping? I don't remember.
Take care of them.
Here we go.
Going all in.
The rest is up to you.
The star has arrived.
Now's a good time to boost.
I'll crush them all at once.
Suggest we strike now.
Activating skill.
Blazing blast. A chance. Time for the main event.
I'm really worried about what'll happen if I actually let them, like, stay alive, you know?
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Here goes.
Oh, it did kill him. Damn it, I thought it didn't.
Full boost.
I would have doubled up otherwise.
Tap their weakness with an art. Activating
Time for the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Ha!
Here I go.
They're doing good damage at the very least. Oh, damn it.
Going all in.
Activating skill. Mr. Arkwright.
Ah, you're killing me here.
Give them your all.
Dispatching shield.
I'll take you on.
Oh, Van's hate already ran out. Whoops. Didn't realize that.
Activating drive. Dispatching shield. You're open.
It's go time.
Now's a good time to boost. Energy output at maximum. Activating
Out with
skill.
the bang. Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Here goes.
He doesn't have enough for a double? Damn it.
Attack their weakness with an art.
5,000, huh?
This'll hurt.
One side hit.
I'll dice you up.
I won't let this chance slip.
Gotcha.
That's how it goes.
I'm just getting warmed up.
I did it! Oh, I could do better.
Levels all around. And the 2 new cores are already at freaking 3. Not all of them? I believe that to be the case, yes. Are you hurt at all, Catra? I'm fine. I didn't realize you all would come. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. Trouble is right. At least you were dumb enough to come here unarmed. You weren't dumb enough to come here unarmed. Normal pulse gun, eh? You know, you're way wrong combat from what I saw. Same with this floating thing, too. Floating thing? It's adorable. You think this little guy's named Theo? I'd love to hear more. You mind if we shift to talking about what happened? I heard there weren't supposed to be monsters in here. You were checking the lights, right? Well, that's weird. Were they damaged? No, they were just swapped out the other day. Plus, not just that one that's gone bad. It's happened to all of them along the tunnel. You're right. These are self-sufficient lights, so they aren't on the orbital distribution network. Actually, means this kind of behavior should be impossible. So why? Get back here! Gah. There's more of them? This isn't good. Everyone, prepare for combat. Shh. Man! Roof.
Zeros!
Oh, someone played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? No, Alvis.
Does anyone here need medical attention?
Did y'all come all the way from the capital? We already saw them earlier. Nice heroic entrance there, Junior Senior Bracer.
Well, you seem fine.
Thanks for rushing over here, Zeros.
Oh, Black Wolf? Starting to feel like just about anything could pop up around here. That's what is being tested here.
Are you okay?
Supervisor.
I guess that wraps up this little adventure then.
I'm okay now. You can let go.
Should've just waited for us to arrive instead of going ahead on your own. I suppose I could commend you for rescuing him at least. You did a bang-up job down there yourself. Got no chill every time we bump into you, but you pulled your weight back in crate too. I'm this close to being promoted to B rank, so I would hope I could handle this much. As your snide little comment, you can mind your own damn business. I'm perfectly chill, thank you. He's just proving his point, you know. As for you, Catra, why didn't you call us to let us know something was off? Everything worked out all right in the end this time, but that could have easily ended worse than it did. I'm really sorry for worrying you, but I could handle it without any help since I had Theo with me. Jeez and crackers, well, as long as you're all right, that's all that matters. The real worrying that monsters that big are showing up down there, though. That shouldn't be happening. Of course, orbit lights work to keep monsters away. It makes me wonder if them acting up is the cause. Something on your mind, Catra? Well, we saw them doing just that earlier, right? That's not the first time either. It's been happening every so often lately. They've gone out even when there was nothing wrong with the lights themselves, or they've done things they shouldn't be able to technically do. There are times where they've been malfunctioning one minute and totally fine the next. And down there because of what's bothering you? That's more or less in line with what we've been hearing back at the guild. I don't think we can rule out connection with what we were here to investigate either. Yeah, wish you told us that back when we were at Vern's HQ. I'm sorry, I couldn't really mention it in front of the CEO. Thanks for this. This is all great to know, so the guild will keep it in mind too. If anything else happens, could you let us know right away? Can do. Thanks for coming all the way over here. I know you're here to do biz with the Vern Company, but you should avoid any suspicious moves while you're at it. Got it, my lord. We'll be sure to follow your lead and be on our best behavior. You can start with acting that snark. Here we go again. Well, see you later, everyone. Do you have to pick a fight with them when they just helped us out? It's fine. We're better off keeping the guild at arm's length while we're here. Well, let me say again that I really do appreciate you coming to my rescue. Was there something you needed from me when you called me earlier? Oh yeah, almost forgot. Something I wanted to discuss with you, actually. So you want to go inside the Institute of Science, do you? You're right that only Anya has the authority to do that. And I wish I could help all of you get through with her, but I can't upgrade your card. You need to speak to this guy right here. Let me see your cards. Oh, the writing on it changed. You're C-rank just like me now, which means you can go inside the Institute. Girl, you won. Sure it's okay to do stuff like this without running it by that CEO first, though? This is run by 3 groups, the Vern Company, the Institute of Science, and the Arsons Guild. I'm the head of the 3rd one, so I don't need anyone's approval but my own stuff for stuff like this. I'd say the professor's favorite youngin'. I wouldn't be fit to call myself an artist in a basil if I didn't find some way to thank you. Supervisor. Can't argue with that, thanks a lot. Just out of curiosity, see as far as you can upgrade our card? Haha, you got guts on you, kid. You call yourself a Spriggan, right? Can't say I peg you as the squeaky clean type, but I got the feeling you do some good work where the guild can't. I can bump your card up to B if I feel like you've earned it, so keep up the good work. I thought he'd be more of a stubborn old mule, but he's more lax than I gave him credit for. I think it's more he just trusts us a little. Well, his trust in you makes me feel better about helping you too. That card's all you need to get into the Institute. How about I show you the way there? Think of it as my way of saying thank you for saving me. Are you leaving, Katra? I am, but you're coming with. Thanks for the help earlier, Zeros. Could you take care of things while I'm gone? Rough. Names are Theo and Zeros. They're amazing. They're like loyal animal friends straight out of a fairy tale. That one looks rad, in my opinion. Glad you can appreciate their brilliance. They're autonomous orbital drones based on hollow AIs, if I recall. Heard about the technology involved in creating them. I expect to see both a floating support type and a ground-based offensive type on the field, however. You're very well informed. My apologies for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Reset Twinings, and I'm a concierge for Marduk Total Security Company, currently supporting Arkwright Solutions in their endeavors. Well, that explains how you know so much. Hold on, didn't you say the quest were from? I thought Marduk's sponsors were covertly at odds with the Principality. How did you end up establishing such a bizarre group like this? I ask myself the same thing every day. Might as well resign yourself to your fate. It was clearly Arusha's guidance that brought us together. That and Mr. Arkwright's personal magnetism. How am I getting bundled with the goddess here? I guess I'll just have to let it go for now. Anyway, the Aerotram boarding platform is that way. You'll be able to use it now that your car's been upgraded. Like, still in the group? Oh yeah, he's still in the group. Really doesn't have that much, does he? Oh yeah, piece of caster, alright. Oh no, wait. He's missing something on the extra line. Seriously, why is Rosette so special?
Hey, Katra. Mind lending me a hand sometime today?
Sure, I'll drop by again later.
Boarding the Aerotram.
Whoa! We're so high up!
This is kinda nice.
It's the kind of thing you'd only find here. Professor Hamilton designed this, right?
Oh, I'm impressed you knew.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. It's just that while I've heard about everything here, Seeing the whole world with your own eyes for the first time is without doubt an unparalleled experience.
Hmm? I know what you mean. I feel the same way after diving into the world of a good book for the first time.
Here we are, the Basel Institute of Science, the place where much of the Republic's most cutting-edge research gets done. It's situated in such a beautiful location too. The view from the canyon here is just stunning. Yeah, this area's supposed to be popular with tourists for exactly that reason. Even they need a card right now. This is that bad of a spot to sightsee, I guess, but there's no real place to live it up in town. Oh, speaking of tourism, that's the rounded building over there. What's the rounded building over there? I've been wondering this whole time. That's the Astronomy Observatory. That's a place where you look at the stars, right? That's right. There's a very powerful telescope there that lets you see far more than you could with the naked eye. There are many who believe the astronomy is the discipline from which all others draw their roots, even if others disagree. It actually originated in the Central East, if you didn't know. Oh, really? Pretty sure they were big on stargaze and the fallen empire to the east back in the day, too. This is turning out to be very educational, huh? So, where would you like to start? I'd be happy to show you around if you want. Nah, it's fine. We're just gonna wander around for a while and see what we find. If you could tell us where the main facilities and research labs are, that'd be plenty. Well, if you're sure, they're marked on the building's map already, but here you go. Well then, I've got work of my own to take care of, so I'll get going for now. If anything comes up, you're always welcome to contact me on my Zypha. Thanks. I was hoping we could stay with him a little longer. He knows so many cool things. We feel the same way, but it would be difficult. Yeah, it's just gonna get in the way when we start poking our noses around in dark places. Hell, we're gonna get any new 4 SPGs here, but here's hoping we can learn more about this abusive professor wherever they are. Let's get to work. Remember to act casual and not make it obvious what we're here for. Understood. Oh no, they have a shop.
This campus is just as big as I expected.
Let's take a look around. Gotta check out all the spots that kid mentioned.
I'm a civil engineering major studying under Professor Tane. Family's over in the capital. It's a bit of a trip, but visiting them is a great excuse to do some field study. I've been back in a while. It's a lot tenser than I remember it being. Something just doesn't feel right. Soon here, huh? Maybe we should try talking to her.
Let me ask you something.
Professor abusing their authority, you say? That's a bit of a stretch to me, not gonna lie. I can say for certain that Professor Cronkite, Professor Tane would never do that. It can't be them. Oh, what makes you so sure of that? Oh, so Professor Cronkite's a man of few words, so he can come off kinda scared, but he means well, really. He's one of the greatest minds of our time. He lives and breathes science. Professor Tane's just really friendly to everyone. He's always looking out for people. Oh goddammit, I actually missed a side quest. He's known the world over for his work in civil engineering and urban planning. His Institute of Science certainly earns its reputation. While still, its faculty are all accomplished scientists and engineers in their own right. Yep, lots of famous people come to study and lecture here. Professor Callahan's a real celebrity too. He's real whiz when it comes to mechanical engineering. He's the brain behind the military's new weapons. As I heard though, his new big proposal got shut down in favor of someone else's. Didn't really take that very well, but he's bounced back from that, what I can tell, putting his all into his new project. I'm really humbled to get to work with so many hardworking, talented people. Hardworking and talented people can still be assholes. Are they good people is what we're asking. Could you maybe phrase that a little less aggressively? Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You were a big help. Alrighty.
Tasty.
It's the cafeteria. Wait, is that a taco? He's got a taco.
What'll it be for today?
Oh no, wait, we've had that one before.
Thanks a bunch.
Oh no. Oh god, how fucked am I?
Whoops.
No. That might be 5 SP down the frickin' drain right there. Work as assistant, Professor Archet's lab over there. Oh, some troubling things coming out of the other labs. This one looks absolutely drained every day. There's something I could do to help her, but I really shouldn't go butting into other labs' businesses. So I just hope she has something she could talk to, be it a co-worker, a professor, or someone else. It's a bit fishy there.
Can we talk?
Place harassment? Goodness, I heard these bits and pieces, but I'm a bit nervous to talk about it. Don't tell anyone, don't worry, anything helps. I heard loud shouting from one of the other labs. Yeah, it stole me out of my work, the work I was doing, and stuff like, "It's can't you do anything right, and you're a disgrace to the Institute, get out!" Just lasting out at everyone, everything and everyone now. It's really disturbing. This professor was the one doing that. I just can't say it. Sorry, if they find out it was me, I'd have hell to pay. Really is gnawing at me. The abuse is only getting worse and worse from what I'm told. I heard the work, fatigue, depression, exhaustion, even a couple workers fainting on the job. The whole department looks visibly shaky these days. Stress is just too much for them. Or they'll end up like Cindy. Cindy, what happened to her? She's at her breaking point from what I hear. Hardly see her at the Institute anymore. I'm trying to support her every we can, but it's rough. It really is. Yeah, it's not good. Who's the professor helping her out of curiosity? That would be Professor Esmeralda. She's in the bioengineering department. She's known for world over for her cutting-edge research. Real upstanding woman. Always up to her neck in her own work, though. She probably doesn't know the extent of the abuse at the other labs. It's filling us in. This will help us out a lot. We go to... Damn it. Our autosave is already here. Oh, we go upstairs this way. Front. Oh, hey, look who it is. Hello, everyone. Didn't think I'd run into all of you here. Just finished touring the Epstein Foundation and ZCF branches here, so now we're taking a brief tour of the Institute. Really not much we can do, though, since we can't attend any of the lectures here. To be honest, it's rather boring. Boring for you, maybe. You sound like you already know about a lot of the stuff here. We're not as encyclopedic as you know. All this Epstein and ZCF stuff is brand new to me. He's just full of secrets, isn't he? But hey, we got to see and learn some really cool stuff because of it. Ren said she might have something extra special for us after we're done here too. Might is the keyword, mind. I can't make any promises. What does she mean by that? Beats me. I'm not too worried about her. Let her do her thing and us do ours.
Well...
Anything for me, I'll just be reading here. Do have plenty of papers here, though I don't know much about them to make any recommendation. Found them with care, though. They're very important papers. Plenty of students and faculty come this way. That tracks. Maybe he's overheard a word or two about the allegations.
Let me ask you something.
power-tripping professor, you say? Huh. Well, if it were anybody, I'd put my money on Cronkite. He's awfully quick to dismiss people, haughty in a word. Kind and helpful aren't exactly synonymous with him, at least from what I've seen and heard. I see. Have you heard anything about any of the other professors that might relate to these allegations? Well, I could see Professor Aurelia. Oh, no, wait, it's not Aurelia. Aurelia? I mean, Aurelia was from freaking Cold Steel. Doing something like that, she's just a bundle of shunts. Not a mean bone in her body. Sometimes I even see her in here picking up research materials for her students. There's Professor Callahan. He's always making a point to helping out his assistants. Certainly not a bad person in my view, but it's gotten a bit of a bad rep after his work went south. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, I think we can come over this area pretty well now. Let's go sit down somewhere and try piecing things together. I recommend that open space in front of the Institute grounds. Still some benches there we could use. Sounds like a plan to me. We can't leave, damn it.
Well...
Alright, we're gonna sit down and get cracking. But we have the option to hold off, like... Oh, we might need Catra for that mission. Dang it.
Not this way.
Yep. That's pretty good. We got our hands on some nice info here. Learned a lot about the professors' names too. Professor Callan, the Engineering Science Authority. Professor Aurelia in the Chemistry Department. Professor Concrete, well-respected expert in physics and orbital engineering. Professor Tane, an architectural researcher. And then one Professor Esmery over in bio. They all sound really capable, but of course, stat sheets don't tell the whole story. They all sound like oddballs in their own right. I think we can pretty safely narrow the perp down to one of those 5. I agree. We have a pretty strong evidence to suggest that. Alright, let's take our evidence from the top then. All the people we talked to, all the testimonies, they all had one thing in common. I see what you mean. I mean, none of them named it. Not a single one named the culprit. Some of these guys knew who it was. Kept sounding like they were too scared to name him. Would have made their job a hell of a lot easier if they just named the guy, but nope. Yeah, now you mentioned it, that is kind of weird. Can understand not wanting to be labeled a snitch, but it felt like there was more to it than that. They're afraid of the culprit, but you could tell they respected them too. They want to solely this professor's good name. And some people said the guy wasn't always like that, something changed them. Probably the conflict over the proposal we heard, something about hard feelings. One guy said they had a crunch after the proposal fell through. Telltale sign of abuse to me. It does seem likely, though we can't say for certain what changed the professor's behavior. That would be a reasonable explanation. That said, no circumstances justify such an abuse of power and status. This professor's truly incorrigible. So who do you think? I mean, Callahan? Yeah, it's Callahan. The one that lost the budget proposal thing, you know? Professor Callahan's our guy. The foremost authorities on engineering science, perhaps the smartest man in the whole field. Seen him in the papers plenty of times before. He's always described as a savant. Notably, he helped modernize the military's weapon equipment. He's got revenge on the mind. Sounds like some other professors one-upped him, and that's got him pissed. I guess it sucks, but you think a world-renowned scientist would be less childish about it. You know a thing or two about acting like a child, wouldn't you? I don't know. You usually call me Grandpa. Which is it, bud? Is now the time? So, what do we do now? We have all the recordings of the people we talked to. That all points to Professor Callahan being the suspect. What's our next move? Do we hunt down our client next and give them the tapes? Now, I'm thinking we get Professor Callahan's opinion on it without accusing him directly. We nudge him in the right direction, he might just turn himself in. What do you mean? Simple. We tell him about these abuse rumors going around. We talk about all these exhausted students, and he connects the dots on his own. Failing that, well, we already know it's him. He's bound to figure out his reputation's on the line, and the more he hears about this, if he's smart, he'll fess up. Nope, that's what we do. We give him a subtle little nudge, and he does all the work. Elsheim wanted for us. 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Sounds really scheming. I'm not sure we're the good guys all of a sudden. Well, it's quintessentially Spriggan-like way of solving our problem. Fine by me. To the Power Tripper's lab, then? Actually, where is it? I remember seeing it while we were taking our tour. I suspect it's in the special research building. We need some form of clearance to enter, of course. We passed by a door with a guard in front earlier. They won't let any ordinary civilian inside. Looks like we need an A-rank card at the very least. Not enough for us to get a C-rank card. I think getting an A-rank one is off the table. What should we do then? Maybe wait for him to leave the building and ambush him? Now, Van's the man with a plan. All that matters is that we get inside the building. Doesn't matter how we do it. And being a Spriggan, I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Van, you're kind of scaring me with that smile there. Let me defer to you. What's your strategy, Master Spriggan? So first we just roll on up to the building like anybody else would. Once we get there, we convince the guard to let us in. Just act naturally and we're golden. Oh yeah, okay, it's back here. Excuse me, is this where we can find Professor Callahan? We're here to speak with him. Right, yes. May I see your card, sir? Of course. See, Rick, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in without proper security clearances. Don't mind me asking what business you have with him to begin with. Glad you asked. We're out here on the behalf of the Principality of Elsheim. Figured there was an appointment for us, but we just now found out they didn't set everything up. Sorry for the inconvenience. Want to inquire about Professor Callahan's new research. Caught our investors' interest. His findings have seismic implications. Even the Zypher revolution would be small potatoes compared to this. Selected a meeting with him and collaborating on his research. I learned that Marduk was interested in the same thing. So now we got ourselves a 3-way partnership here. I'm here on the Marduk company's behalf. I'm a concierge on their employ. So you're meeting with him to discuss a grant, is that right? I'm a bit surprised to hear both Elsheim and Marduk are collaborating on this, but well, stranger things have happened, I guess. Apologize for the inconvenience. That said, who are these children with you? Surely they're not employees. Pardon? I'm not a kid, I'm just short. They're associates of an Elsheim VIP, pardon them. They're here on Elsheim's behalf as well, so they were looking to sit in on our meeting. This is a little awkward though. We came all the way from Elsheim just to get turned away at the door on a technicality. Not sure what to tell them when we get back home. Really, I'm sorry, there's clearly been some kind of a mix-up here. Arrangement might have been lost in the shuffle with all the Aramis students visiting. You must have been issued the same rank card as them by mistake. I'll go clear this up with Professor Callahan. 1 minute, please. Of course, we'll be waiting. Sure you're okay with him calling your bluff? Of course. Who's he to turn down grant money? That ain't what we're really here for, but he just has to take the bait. Thank you for your patience. The professor would like to meet with you at once. Go right in. Thank you very much. Can't believe you managed to deceive your way past someone again. Hey, that I said was a lie. Not my fault. Someone else takes what I said the wrong way. Bet you tell yourself that every single time, huh? Hey, you must be a real pro at this. It's not something to be proud of. As your sudden embarrassment suggests. I wish you would at least stop to think about the bad influence you might have on Fairy. Fairy's a goddamn child soldier. She's already surrounded by bad influence.
So you're trying to blame all of this on me, are you?
Not at all. I'm in no way trying to suggest your latest research is the cause. If anything, the approach you're taking with your latest project rather fascinates me.
Does it now?
That being said, work on my own project has reached a critical juncture. I cannot afford any issues with net traffic at this time.
That certainly sounds like blame to me, Cronkite. You may be one of Professor Hamilton's students, but that doesn't give you the right to...
Sorry for the delay. Oh, who the hell are you? This is a restricted area, you know. Not to worry, we have permission to be here. Could either of you direct us to Professor David Callahan's office? Oh, so you're the ones I just heard about. We're finished here, Cronkite. Now if you would all follow me. Gang, Professor Cronkite and Callahan. Funny running into you guys here. Whoops, you could say the same thing. Mr. Arkwright, do you have business here? Catra, what are you doing here, Celestian, and who are these people with you? They're students here on an educational visitation from the capital, and assisted them during their stay. Professor Cronkite was gracious enough to extend us an invitation to visit him when we happened to see each other in town, so we asked Mr. Celestian if he could lead the way. I do not believe I invited anyone but you, nor did I imply we should meet quite this soon. But I suppose chasing you away here would be more work than just humoring you. Very well, follow me. Really? It'd be nothing short of incredible to see your work up close, Professor Cronkite. We'll see what we'll get. Well, we'll get out of your hair now. We apologize for the interruption. Either you're very busy, but it would be a pleasure to speak more on another occasion, Professor Callan. I suppose that can be arranged. Must be nice to have enough free time to spend on such frivolous nonsense as educational visitations. Go with me, I wanted to make this brief. Of course, Professor. Wait.
I'd like to listen in on this conversation too, if you don't mind. As their guide, I suspect it has everything to do with me.
Take a 10-minute break. Do not return late.
Yes, Professor. Excuse us.
As you know, my name is David Callahan. I believe you're here to talk about Elsyme and Marduk investing in my research. That makes for a very interesting combination, if you don't mind me saying. What exactly led to this?
That we're told there seems to have been a misunderstanding then. We are currently working for Elsyme and we do have a Marduk employee with us, but that's all. What? We're currently in the middle of an investigation, you see, and a lead happened to bring us here. Want to follow up on a rumor that some extreme abuse of power has been taking place in the laboratory here. Now's the face the guy's got something to tell. Who asked you to investigate this? Couldn't tell you, didn't leave their name, but they did tell us all about what's been happening. Heard all about the ridiculous workloads and insane hours they and their colleagues have been forced to endure. About how they're never allowed any rest or woefully underpaid, and how they receive vicious, constant verbal abuse from their superior. Even to the point that someone collapsed from overwork and has been driven to the brink of suicide. That's just... We have all the testimony and evidence we need to act if that's what it comes to. But we thought it better come and hear your thoughts first. Excuse me? It's not too late to turn things around. So many people we spoke to were quick to say that you weren't always like this. They mentioned how they almost had trouble believing just what you become. I can see how afraid people are of you now and how they dislike what you've become. At the same time, we can see how deeply they respected you too. We're not heroes of justice like the cops or the guild. We're just about finding common ground and putting things to right. As long as you really work with us, we can... That is enough! Don't talk to me about respect and immediately resort to blackmail. I can't believe one of my assistants would try to set me up like this. Unbelievable! I give them a golden chance to help me obtain glory beyond imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? How could you say that? You know, we got evidence of what you're doing, right? Sure you want to pick this fight? Do what you will with your evidence. All I have to do is cover it up. No one's going to believe some lowly assistant over an esteemed professor. Professor, I want no two mere steps away from completing my research, and they pick now to sabotage my efforts? Very well then, damn the human cost. I'll start working them to the bone to make up for their...
Just listen to yourself, Professor. What has gotten into you? You used to be so kind and supportive. Professor Hamilton held you in such high regard. Even though I was one of her students, you would still take the time to look after me. I just can't understand why all you do lately is spit in the face of her achievements.
Catra, I suspected as much.
Sorry. That's a private matter between us. But please, at least stop and think about how you're treating the people who work under you. They took their positions because they dreamed of being like you. Don't belittle them or their work.
Sully? Don't tell me what I can and can't do, you third-rate apprentice!
Catra, what do you think you're doing? Listen, asshole.
You're talking to the famous David Callahan, the preeminent scholar of engineering science and military technology, who has long upheld the very foundation of this nation's national defense. I've had enough of youngsters like Cronkite and Esmeralda acting like they're above me after all I've achieved. My latest research will propel Calvert to even greater heights, change the power balance of the entire continent. Why can no one understand just how much of a privilege it is to help with that?
Professor!
Well, you're free to have whatever lofty goals you want, but I think we've had our 10 minutes, don't you? Oh. We came to explain the situation and offer a solution we thought would benefit everyone. You're welcome to try and cover up all the evidence and testimony we've gathered, but I promise you, it ain't gonna be easy. You're as close to this revolution as you claim to be, and I'd give another thinking through if I were you. I'm done wasting time with you. I'll be raising the issue of your illegal trespassing and appalling brassness with Mr. Townsend. I admit that I may have been a little too harsh. As long as you intend to clean to Professor Hamilton instead of aiming for something more, I have no more interest in you. Unless you now see the benefits of developing your talents under me, after all. Major, that would be a far better use of your time than waiting like a little girl for an old woman who's long gone. Excuse me. Catra, pardon us.
Like a little girl.
There you are.
So this is what it looks like inside, huh?
It's so cool seeing the observatory. Is that the telescope?
That's right. Professor Hamilton had it specially made.
Sorry you had to witness that earlier, but I'm impressed you knew where to find me. Just had a feeling. Not to forget what we saw, as long as you forget about us forcing our way into the research building. Then behave. You can go ahead and have a seat over there. I'll go make us some tea. So there aren't actually any astronomy professors here? Not at the moment. I'm the only one who comes here every day right now. But there was a time when quite a few research students who all adored Professor Hamilton would come. Even Professor Callahan would from time to time. Oh, never used to be like he is now. I've always seen Professor Hamilton as a rival, sure, but it used to be the friendly kind of rivalry that was beneficial to both sides. He taught me so much too. Must really have changed then. Yeah, from that to the uptight, abusive asshole we saw earlier, someone's kind of fall. Professor Hamilton left the Republic 2 years ago, if I recall. You're one of her students? That's right, I owe more to her than I could ever hope to repay. I'm looking for the observatory in her house since she left the country. I think it's debatable whether I'm doing a good job of it. Leo Vern, Mr. Townsend, is also one of the directors on the Institute's board. He told me that he's considering shutting this place down because so few people are using it. Oh no. So that's why you've been doing all kinds of miscellaneous tasks to score points with him? That's awful. Hey, I'm sorry about her, though. I ended up interfering in your investigation by jumping in, didn't I? I didn't say anything. Don't sweat it. We ended up getting some useful info out of this whole outburst. My guess is you noticed this by now, too, but his piss-poor attitude is the only bad thing going on with him. You really think so? I had the same feeling. Explain why someone so respected stooped to such irrational behavior. It's like the question is, what is he trying to do that he's willing to go so far off the deep end for it? Computer hardware in his laboratory was state-of-the-art. I suspect he's using it to perform vast calculations, kind that would be equally difficult to properly manage. I agree, I've never seen a simulation to this extent before. And even that wasn't getting the results he wanted. Could it be? No, but that would... I see now. Well, I better keep an eye on the guy for a while. We ain't in Basel for that long, but we're gonna be here for the next couple of days at least. Feels like we could afford to scratch each other's back a bit, yeah? Whether that CEO wants us to or not. Alright, I do have my doubts about you, but I believe that Agnes is worthy of my trust. So if anything comes up, I'll be sure to let you know, to keep what the professor left behind safe, if nothing else. Nothing's come from not being honest with yourself, you know? Well, I'll be counting on you, Catra. Sure seems like he's being honest with himself to me. Not trusting you is the right call. Oh, you're very much in the same boat with how boorish you are. Excuse me, you trying to pick a fight, kiddo? That only proves my point, you know. Are you interested in the telescope? I was wondering what it's like, that's all. It's just past 5 o'clock, so we won't be getting a great view of the stars quite yet. But come with me, you still might be able to get a good view of the Great Skedar Triangle. Really? Yay! Aw, of course the two kids of the group would hit it off. You're still a damn kid from my perspective. By the way, Agnes, just me or did you seem surprised by something when the professor was shouting up a storm? It wasn't just you. I believe one of my assistants would try to step me up like this. Unbelievable! Give them a good chance to help me. Yeah. But pick then of all times to shine. Not doing it now though, do you think it could just be a coincidence? You gotta wonder. Not like it'd be the first time it's shown in an odd time, like when we first ran into Grimcat.
Whoa! What's this room for?
Odette? What brings you all here?
Found you! We've been looking for all of you.
We couldn't find you anywhere in the main building, so we wondered if you might be here.
Sorry for putting you guys out.
Well, not all of us are here for you.
So this is their giant telescope. I've seen one in the Imperial Museum too, but it's so cool.
Oh, can we take a look through it?
It's nice seeing this place this lively again. It's been so long.
We'll be going back to our hotel now. Sure thing, trying not to stay up too late just because no one's keeping an eye on you. That telescope was amazing though, wasn't it? Wish we could have gotten another look through it before we left. How about you come and walk around with us some on the last day fair? We'd love to have you. Really, your work sounds amazing, so I like that a lot. I'll just leave playtime to the kids then. More than market for a place catered to adults. Hell, you want to join in on the fun, Four Eyes? I would never go to such a place. Sounds like it would be kind of fun in its own way. It was nice to finally meet the famous Rosette too. Maybe we could talk some more another. Oh yes, I would like that very much indeed. Yay, then it's happening. Did you notice? Yeah, you managed to learn anything on your end? I'm afraid not. We've heard something interesting from the genius professor, but that's about it. I'm not gonna have much free time here, however, so I'm gonna have to leave it to that nose of yours this time. Dumping all the work on me, huh? Great. Here's the tram. Then we bid you all farewell. We should be able to meet you tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock. I know it's a little early for good nights, but I hope you all have one regardless. Same to you. See you tomorrow. Sleep tight. So what's eating away you for me, maid? Nothing up. Can't hide a thing from him.
I should have realized I wouldn't be able to keep my concerns a secret. To tell you the truth, I'm getting a peculiar sense of deja vu from what's happening here in Basel.
Deja vu? Main job's being concierge, but you also handle crisis management all over the country, right? So which does this horrible net and distribution network issue make you think more of more? Nerval 6 years ago or Crossbell 4 years ago?
You're proving perceptive and knowledgeable beyond belief.
Wait, they're actually gonna bring back the frickin' Black Orbment? I'm sure I've heard of both those things before, but I think Sal's mentioned them at some point too. I mean, Sal was there. Well, at least for the Crossbell one. The former was when all orbital power was shut off by the appearance of an ancient floating city. The latter was when the orbital network was used to perform a man-made miracle. Never witnessed them firsthand, so there's a lot of gaps in what I know. Both were caused by things you wouldn't think could exist. Yeah, I think you made up both events if I didn't know better. I know what happened a year and a half ago in Crossbell, and that's just batshit crazy on paper. Oh, and the whole continent was hacked or whatever the
I'm
word
afraid I
is?
can't answer most of your questions because they would contain classified information. However, I believe this may end with a crisis different from the ones that Mr. Arkwright mentioned.
Huh? Well, Miss Perfect's Genesis started glowing again. There's bound to be something. No way this ends without giving us a headache. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be ready for trouble. You gotta head out somewhere now, right? I'll come with you if you want.
Again, you are perceptive beyond belief.
I have only met in person recently, but I've known you for a real long time now. Maybe you stumble on a major problem brewing, you gotta report to HQ,
Correct.
right?
What is happening here certainly falls under Code E of our regulations. But I see no harm in having someone with me during my report. We could also patrol the area at the same time. Does that sound all right?
More than alright, let's get going. Wait, not just you two here, you know. Don't even think of leaving us out. I don't mind taking one of you, the other's gonna have to stay behind. Someone needs to be available if Anya's or that boy we meant decide to call. Right, that makes sense. Fine, come on, who are you taking? Well, Aaron. Where do we have to go to even give this report? Company's HQ is so far away, would have thought you just called them. There's a bit of a process involved for security reasons. For starters, we need to lead the city towards the canyon. This needn't take priority over any other work you would like to do, however. I see now. Got it, we'll head over there when we've walked around a little then. Yeah, I think we missed out on that side quest, because it looks like it's supposed to be at... Like to Bracer Alvis. Yep. That sucks. I ain't getting it perfect this time around, I guess. It's that time, so we're going to be calling it here. So thank y'all for coming on out, and hopefully I'll see you again next.